Are you here? We can hear you.
Hello, can everybody hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes, Daniel, I can hear you, Daniel. I can hear you, ADK. Good morning.
All
We can
right.
hear you.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon. Good evening, depending on where you're joining us from. We're going to be kicking off now. Welcome. My name is Esther, and I'm going to be your moderator. And I won't be doing this alone. I'll be doing this with Marachi. I don't know if you're here. Kindly introduce yourself, please. Ami, if you're here, kindly introduce yourself or just go on. Hope everybody can still hear me. So just use the chat to tell us where you're joining us from. I'm joining from the city of Asaba in Nigeria, Delta State. So just use the chat to tell us where you're joining from while we wait for others to join the call. All right, Harry is joining from Asaba. Chinedu from Asaba, Kampala, Uganda. You're welcome. You're welcome, everybody. So if you're just joining us, kindly tell us in the chat where you're joining from. Today we are here for the Startup Grind Global Pitch Battle. Hope you can still hear me. All right, so this is hosted by Startup Grind Asaba chapter. So I'll be listing out some of the startups. I think we have about 16 or 17 startups that will be pitching today, and we have our judges ready for us today. So we have Astro Automotive Nigeria. The founder is Osaruwem Gideon Asoro. The industry is AI automotive. They'll be pitching today. And we have Bionic Soul from Tunisia. I don't know if you're here, you can just say hi in the chats. From Tunisia, and this is HealthTech AI, and they're also in the this stage pre-seed. And we have Code Heaven Nigeria founder Joshua Tena Akom. I'm so sorry if I don't get the pronunciation of your name right. Please pardon me. Okay, we have Dala Innovation Nigeria founder Williams Bawo Itsoko, and the industry is education and edtech. So the stage is bootstrapped. Next startup is Dates Trails Safaris, Uganda. The founder is George Semaganda. So sorry. Hospitality. The industry is hospitality and events. So the stage is idea. We also have Dono and Motiva Systems, Tunisia. The founder is Eli Wade Moves. Industry, wellness, mental and physical. Then we also have Echo Good Text, Ghana. The founder is Nathaniel and is under agriculture stage seed. Then we also have Flexible Nigeria. The founder is Chidera Nwanyemike. The industry is HRO, Future of Work, and the stage is Proceed. And the next is LimaBot AI, Tanzania. The founder is Godfrey and is agriculture, and the stage is Proceed. I think I can hear myself. Please let's mute our mic. All right, thank you. Okay, then we have Megas AI. This is Ghana. And the founder is Ridima Salami. It's under AI, HealthTech, and the stage is Bootstrap. I think I can hear myself. Then we have Enzilo Derail Solution, South Africa. The founder is Paul Jr. and the industry is sustainability and it's the pre-seed stage. Then we have Octopus, Nigeria, founder Precious Tom, industry, blockchain, crypto, FinTech, and it's in the pre-seed. Then we have Precious Sense, Nigeria, founder Precious Obewu. Sorry, I murdered the name. Industry, e-commerce, stage, Bootstrap. And we have Question, Egypt, founder Ahmed Saraf, FinTech, finance, the stage, Bootstrapped. Then we have the Light Candles, South Africa, founder Makatu, and the industry is manufacturing, and the stage is Series 2. Then we also have Wastmat Zambia Limited, based in Zambia. The founder is Mwiji Nakamba, industry, health tech, manufacturing, and the stage is Series B. Then for the last is Where to Work Virtually, South Africa. The founder is Nomawetu, and the industry services, talent, recruitment, and the stage is Bootstrap. So these are the startups that will be pitching today, and our judges are ready for us. We have 4 judges that will be judging, and they have their criteria and they're watching out. So I wish all the startups that are pitching the best of luck, and see you soon. So we're just going straight into the. I hope everybody that are pitching, I hope they are here because we are going into the pitching section very, very, very shortly. So we have our judges, Mr. Odibeli Chukwuemeka, and he's the general manager, PLLI. And we have Cynthia Orife, the founder and CEO, HealthTech Solutions Limited. And we have S.A. Gibroma, VC Scouts Venture, and he's also a builder. And we have Mr. Paul Okoro, founder, CEO, Wafi Hub. So those are judges that will be judging today. So thank you once again, everyone, for joining, and welcome to Startup Grind Global Pitch Battle, hosted by Startup Grind Asaba, Nigeria. So I'll be handing over to the chapter lead, Mr. Daniel. Thank you very much. Mr. Daniel, over to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Esther. Thanks everyone for joining. And thank you to all our judges on the call. So we'll just proceed to the pitch battle as it is. Each of the startups have 3 minutes to pitch. The judges have 3 minutes to ask their questions and then receive an answer from the participants. Please, let's be on time. Let's be time conscious. Thank you so much. Over to you, Amara. Are you here? All right. So we'll just give the judges 2-3 minutes to say hello and hi to us so that we can confirm that they are on the call with us. Thank you. Mr. Emeka, are you here? Mr. S.A., Mr. Paul, Ms. Cynthia, please say hi to us.
Hi, Daniel.
Wonderful. Thank you, S.A.
Hi, Daniel.
Awesome. Thank you. Paul Okoro, are you here? I can see you on the call.
No. Yeah, I'm here. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Daniel. Hi, everyone. I'm happy to be here. Unfortunately, I'm on the road, but I'll soon back. And yes, I'll have a more serene environment to be able to. But if you listen carefully, you'll be hearing noise from the background. But yes, I'm fully here with you guys. And I'll be here with you throughout.
Thank you. Mr. Meka.
I think Emeka said he's on the call, so just maybe.
Oh, okay. I'm just seeing the message on the chat. All right, great.
Yeah.
So we'll just quickly proceed to the pitch. I'll be calling the first startup to pitch. Asoro Motors, please. You can share your screen.
Okay. Good morning. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. Okay. Thank you. So one of the major challenges car owners face is to have proper automotive maintenance and repair. It's this bad that a lot of people, by owning a car becomes a liability rather than an advantage, because having proper maintenance services is difficult. It's quality maintenance service is also expensive. So all these create a problem. And that problem is high cost of car maintenance, being able to access professional auto technicians, and regular filling of I'm sorry. Okay. Oh. So,
Where are you sharing your screen?
no, I thought it was an elevation pitch that's just 20 minutes. So that.
All right, please go ahead.
Okay, thanks. So, what we're trying to do at As Automotive is this: we are trying to bring a kind of auto maintenance solution that will help to solve car problems and make it simple. How are we doing this? We are doing predictive and preventive maintenance solution. So how this work? This works with the car's onboard diagnostic system with our AI solution. Here we monitor the car assets in real time, and we are able to track all the updates, the insights from the vehicle, the data, and we are able to use it to provide preventive maintenance tips and suggest likely failure in the future. So this will help reduce failures of cars and also know lifetime of each component of the car. Now, also, we are trying to not just solve that problem, but also be able to link them to vetted auto technicians around them. Now, the automotive market is a very large market in Nigeria with over 12 million cars and 4 million are private owned. So it's a huge market, and this solution is very needed because over time, the numbers of cars in the country is increasing, especially when there is zero or no aftermarket support from the dealership, because 75% of cars in Nigeria are used cars. And also, our solution will help to also track carbon emission and give insight and data. At the end of the day, it will be a win-win for everybody, both the car owners, the technicians, and also the manufacturers and other big players in the sector, because they will also get data from this solution. So how do we make money? Revenue model is by commission. So our commission comes from revenue share from referrals to our affiliated mechanics. Then we also have the subscription model where users pay so that we can track their cars' health status daily with our test software and also the onboard diagnostic device. Please, can you go to the next slide? So over the year, these are some of our attractions, and majority of them was basically still user testing, and we are able to generate some of the revenue, and we have been able to get grants over $20,000 to support these projects. Next slide. So we have competitors like Meko Auto, for the vibe. So they all are doing well in this field and has raised a lot of money. But some of the issues is their costs. Their costs are very high compared to us. And support, life support is really available. Then we are preventive maintenance and virtual diagnosis, meaning your car is being diagnosed and monitored from wherever you are, as long as you have the OBD adapter and our software, our application of your phone. So we can track the health status of your car using it. Next. So our team is made up of very qualified and experienced team members. I myself, I'm a mechanical engineer with over 7 years in auto maintenance. And we have our CTO, who is a full stack. We have also some very solid advisors like Mr. Donald is an accountant, and Barrister Oyi, who is our legal advisor, and also we have Austin, who is an IT expert, also the director of ICT University of Benin. So for the next 12 months, to achieve our goals, which is to expand to 25 cities in Nigeria. We are currently in 5 cities. We need $200,000 to be able to push this, and bulk of the cost is going for marketing, as since we already have our products and the a working process. So we just need to market and then also improve on our product, especially the AI technology integrated. Next slide. Okay, we started with proof of concept where we tested and experimented, and we built our MVP. And in 2024, we built our mobile and web app. Now we're looking forward to expanding to major cities in Nigeria. Okay, this our contact, and you can reach out a screenshot of our app. Thank you very much.
Any questions from the judges, please?
Thank you very much, Asoro Automotive.
Thank you.
Please, what's your name? What's your name? You're the founder, right? You're the founder and CEO, right?
Yeah. My name is
Good.
Osasume Aso.
Okay. Awesome. So quickly tell me, what is your business model? And what is the potential in this your startup to scale? Is this something that can be replicated across different geographies? And if yes, how do you intend to do that?
Okay, thank you very much. Our business model is a B2C. So what we basically do is we link car owners to car technicians, but there is a link in the middle, which is we don't just link them, we study from their data, from their vehicles, we know what they need, their maintenance history. We're able to use it to predict the perfect or the suitable automotive maintenance for them that will save costs and give them best services. So about our business scaling up, yes, it's a model that has been tested and it has scaled globally. And we have big names in the US like Carly, like we have U Mechanic. All these are doing similar business model, although not exact solution, but they have scaled. And also in Nigeria, we have 2 startup or TV that have also scaled to a reasonable instance, like raise a lot of money. Like Meco Auto has raised about 2.5 million, and Physics 45 has raised about $1.5 million. So this is an already established business model that can say. And why we are going to scale, what we are bringing in is that we are not just linking car owners to mechanic. What we are doing is we are studying their vehicle, studying their drive routine. We tag them, feeding this data manually. So they just connect the OBD device into their vehicle, and we receive this data live on our own end, and we're able to use it to give them insight tips and also recommendation. And then when they have fault, we can link them to a professional close to them. So I think with that, we can scale. And currently, we started from Benin City. Currently, we are 95.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I think I've gotten what I want to get. Thank you very much, and good work with what you're doing. Right. Keep it up. Keep it up. It's not easy to build something. Right. Over to the next Georges.
Okay, can you hear me?
Very well, sir.
Okay, nice idea, nice one. I wanted to know what's your plan to be able to walk into clients' confidence, and what is your plan to be able to
Sir,
secure
glad I
clients?
hear you.
Did you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, so what's your plan to be able to secure clients' confidence, and what's your plan to be able to secure your clients and their dealings with the people you refer them to be able to ensure that you have a secure link to be able to keep your business integrity intact?
Okay. Thank you very much for that wonderful question. I think that was the first challenge we faced during our first pilot. We have done about TV pilots before our latest launch. The first pilot we had. Hello?
I think,
Can anybody hear me?
yes, we can hear you.
Okay, sorry, my other device just went at, I don't know why. So I said in the first pilot, we had some of these issues in order to maintain confidence of our users, and we were able to integrate the warranty model, which gives our users that confidence that, okay, you are going to get a warranty service for every job we do. So in case you are not, the job doesn't turn out perfectly well, you can come back and do it at no extra cost. We also have the payment after service. After you have verified and you have tested your vehicle, those are to get the user trust. Then for getting our customer, for getting our vetting our mechanics or those we are onboarding to our solution. So we do what we call background check, and they also do a lot of documentations and all that. So we do very rigid background check. We interview them, we train them. We're able to check they bring guarantors. So all those, and we physically visit them. So all those are what we use to put in place to manage them. And in every state, we have state manager or region manager that also go and check it on them and monitor the procedure. With that, we were able to cut out poor services that were experienced during our first pilot on the other. And now, at least the service quality rate has improved almost 100%. Thank you.
All right, thank you. You got hold on.
Okay, the next judge. Is the next judge ready? Hello, can you hear me?
Order? Is there a particular order the judges are able to go, or anybody who's ready could just ask their question?
Anybody who's ready can ask your
Yes,
question. You only have 5 minutes. The judges have 5 minutes.
Okay, so can I go now?
Go ahead, please.
All right. Well done, Asoro Automotive. This is a very nice idea. I like your business model, and in fact, it's something I like so much because we once had a startup in our hub that was doing something similar. Now, but I have 2 questions. Are you with me, sir?
Yeah. Yes, very much.
First question is, you mentioned that there are other competitors in this space, right?
Yes.
And some of them have done 2 million, they've raised 1 million. But apart from the money, you are competitors. Whether they make money or not even irrelevant. The question is, what is your unique selling proposition? What makes Asoro Automotive stand out from the crowd? One. Then the next question is, you mentioned something about having this data of your customers' that you can assess, you can study it, and be able to know what is happening and whatever solutions you want to recommend. Second question is, what measures do you have in place? Because having somebody's data about their car, where they drive, how the state of the car is, could be very sensitive. Kidnapping could happen, something could happen, and it could come back to you and say, oh, it was on the day that we shared our data with this company, that's when this and this. What measures do you have in place to be sure that the data you have, there's no abuse? Okay, there's no abuse data, and there's no problem that will result as a result of that. Yeah, those are the questions.
Okay, thank you very much for those wonderful questions. Firstly, our unique value proposition is number one, our low pricing. Compared to majority of our competitors, we have low pricing. And number two, it's the preventive maintenance and predictive maintenance parts that none of our competitors is currently integrating, even globally. And the insight and the support that we have, 24/7 real-time support. So those are our unique selling point. Then for data protection, so we have done a lot of training with the NDP Arrow, and we know the relevant data that we had the program, one accelerator with GIZ, this is in Nigeria, where we met with the NDP Arrow, Nigeria Data Protection Rights and Commission, and we talked with them, and we are currently trying to file our, we are currently working towards getting our certificate. It's in progress. So we are trained in data protection, and even it was the whole team that was trained. So we understand the consequences and what data we do accept. So the data that we accept are data that will not implicate us. These data are data from the car onboarding system, not the location of the customers, not their car details, like we don't need the registration numbers and all that. We just need, the only thing we need from the car is just the OBD, that is the live data coming from the diagnostic solution. Then with that, we're able to prevent ourselves from any legal consequences that may come, because what the data we are getting is just like what a generic data that any car can have, and it's not static, it's changing. So with that, I think we are protected from all the research we have done, and from the trainings and the workshop we had in data protection. We don't take data that we don't need, and data that are private and personal to the customer, apart from the basic data, which is their name, their phone number, and car model. That's all.
Okay. Next judge. Oh, is that all we have from the judges?
Yes, please, let's proceed.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much, Judge Paul, am I correct? Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you to oh, I'm trying to get the name again.
Osasumi.
Okay, is there any shorter form to call your name, please? Osas,
okay,
can I call you
Osas?
Osas?
Yeah.
Okay, great feedback from you, Osas, and I'm sure you find this insightful and very valuable. Yeah, and we appreciate your thoughts, George Paul Okoro. So we'll go next to the next.
Recording in progress.
Okay, we're moving next to the next feature. Daniel, please, can you help me with the person's name? Because I'm having issues here with my
Soul.
screen. Yeah, the next person should come up. Yes.
All right, please, let's move. Code Heaven.
Yeah, please. You have 3 minutes. You have 3 minutes, and the judges have 5 minutes. We've spent so much time on the first person, so let's crunch the time quickly. Thank you very much.
Good Haven, are you here? Gala Innovation. Yes, Trails, Safaris from Uganda.
Hello, Daniel. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear
Yes,
you.
we can hear you.
Can you hear
This
me?
is Maganda.
Okay.
Hello?
Need to share my screen.
Hello?
We can hear
Yes,
you.
we
Can you
can
go
hear
ahead
you.
and share your screen?
Is my screen visible to you all?
Not
Not
yet,
yet.
we're still waiting.
Yeah, but I've already shared. Kindly confirm if it comes on. It should be
Okay.
on shortly. Is it on now?
Not yet.
Not yet. So I need to share. Okay. And now?
Okay. It is on now.
Okay. Good afternoon from Uganda, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Datrial Safaris. My name is George Semaganda, a co-founder at Datrial Safaris, and our ASIC is 500,000 USDs to scale Datrial Safaris. The problem is that tourism in Uganda contributes significantly to carbon emissions and environmental degradations. There is also no system to educate and empower tourists to make sustainable contributions, and most tourists lack the opportunity to live meaningful, eco-friendly legacies. So our solution is Datrial Safaris, an application, both mobile and web, that provides a unified real-time intelligent eco-tourism platform to allow tourists to monitor their conservation contributions through digital footprints, and also enables our tree planting initiative and digital geotagging for accountability and transparency. We also, in that sense, create a community of climate conscious travelers. So our market analysis, the trends globally, ecotourism is valued at 181 USD billions. That was 2022, and growing at a rate of 14.7. And Uganda's tourism sector contributed 7.7 to the GDP pre-pandemic. That was the 2022 report. Our value proposition for tourists, we give them experiences with visible impact. And for service providers, we increase their visibility through eco certifications. And for the planet, we give them a sustainable, greener environment to the planet with reduced carbon emissions. And that informs our target market, which includes a B2B, that includes tour operators and eco destinations, then plus a B2C with eco-conscious individual travelers. Our business model and how we make money is through subscriptions from the B2B providers and a commission of every booking from our platform, plus premium fees for eco tour packages and sustainability partnerships with conservation organizations. So our competitor analysis, we're looking at Intrepid Travel, which offers ecotourism but lacks the real-time engagement and tools like our digital footprint tracking. Then Airbnb, that provides general tourism and accommodation options but lacks focus eco-conscious travel. Then safaribookings.com, which specializes with safari experience but lacks the integration when it comes to sustainability. And that gives us our competitive edge, which is a unique approach where we're blending the green sustainable tourism and the digital legacy building. Our impact, where sustainability is at the core, we've so far planted over 1,000 trees in Uganda since 2023, and our plan is to plant over 10,000 trees annually. Then socially, we want to position Uganda as an ecotourism leader, and economically, we are looking at job creation plus, where we're looking at 500 plus green jobs. So our roadmap, we want to launch our MVP by mid-year and start onboarding local operators. And our long-term plan is to target penetration into the tourism market by 10%. So our call to action is we are seeking 500,000 USDs to help us with expanding our platform fees, strengthen market and partnerships, scale up sustainability initiatives, and cover our operation costs. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the team we are working along with. That includes an environmental scientist, that is my co-founder. Then also a graduate, a fresh graduate, Sharon, with a Bachelor of Science in Tourism and Hospitality. She just graduated yesterday. And a computer scientist, and I myself a computer science from Makerere University, and our dear mentor, Mr. Galiwango Marvin, who is a machine learning engineer and a lecturer at Makerere University. So thank you so much. At Datrail Safaris, together we can build a greener planet while capturing a growing market. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, George. Thank you for that insightful explanation and introduction. And over to our judges now. You have 5 minutes. Are the judges there?
You can stop sharing your screen now, please.
I don't have any.
I stopped sharing.
Yes, please.
Okay, please.
Yes, judges, are we ready?
Yeah, I said I don't have any questions from my end.
Okay.
Yes, we are.
Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear.
Gerald, congratulations on what you're doing. I see that you're trying to build in accordance with the ESGs and also in accordance with the climate change and also to reduce carbon footprints. I just want to understand. So for Dirty Trails, which of the ecosystem payment services would it be focused on?
Good afternoon once again. Like my co-presenter or the founder had said, our main goal is to see that we push this startup, but in line with tourism, at the same time conserving the environment, in line with integrating it with artificial intelligence, so that we protect the environment, in line to pushing a sustainable business that is going to not only conserve the environment but also create jobs for the future generation, in line with the sustainable SDGs that are in convention with the United Nations.
Okay. So quick one. Have you guys thought about exploring carbon trading and also looking towards integrating some carbon capture technology for scalability purpose?
Let me respond to that. George Semaganda, co-founder. Yes, we are looking into that, but the main focus initially we had thought of carbon offsetting, where we give a transparent system where tourists can be in position to track and be able to know how much carbon they have been able to offset at the end of their safari. And carbon trading, that is an insightful idea. I think we can look into that and also add it into our ideation stage. I don't know if that answers your question, sir.
Okay, so sorry. So one last one, because this seems to be something I'm very interested in. Okay, so your solution, would it be B2C or B2G? B2B and B2G?
It is currently we are looking at B2C and B2B. With our B2B, including businesses around safari tourism, for example, the tour companies, the car rental companies, the organizations around tourism. And then in the B2C, we are targeting the eco-conscious travelers globally around the world. They can be in position to access our services and use that Trails application.
All right. I would suggest that you guys start exploring the possibilities for B2G, because if a solution like this is integrated into the existing governance structure in a country or state, I think it's easy for it, to be adopted than if you're looking at consumers, because you need to first understand the consumer buying decision process, right? What do I really need as an individual? What am I really first? Am I eco-conscious, right? And how much knowledge do I have with respect to my activities and how my activities or behaviors affect the ecosystem, right? The ecological niche where I operate and whatnot, right? So you need to tend towards B2B, large corporations that actually deal with a lot of carbon footprints, and also government. Just explore that for scalability, because in
Okay,
all,
thank you.
despite the fact you're trying to add impact, you're also trying to make some money. My
Okay, thank you
suggestion.
so
Thank
thank you
you
so
very
much.
much. We hope to look into that.
Okay, thank you, George S.A., for that wonderful feedback. And I'd like to introduce to the audience the three judges we have. Okay, we have Judge Emeka Udibeli, Judge S.A. Gibroma, he just spoke now, and Judge Paul Okoro. So the next person speaking will be Emeka Udibeli. Please go on. You have 5 minutes.
I actually don't have any question for him. And I think the idea is welcoming, but at the same time, I want to use the opportunity to say hello to everyone that's here, because I was not able to introduce myself earlier. So thank you very much for having me here. But above all, I think one of the things you need to look out for, George, is the fact that the world needs people who are a little averse to the policies that back what they do. So taking X's suggestion will be very key, because it's going to be able to help tilt consumer behavior to the policies that are existing and standing. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Judge Emeka. Can we have Judge Paul Okoro?
Yeah, okay.
You have any questions? Okay.
I think I have a question. Somehow I was a bit distracted when George was making his presentation, but I think I saw the slide, and I think it's a nice idea. But I just want to get it clear, George. In one sentence,
Yes,
in
please.
one sentence, what
Yes, please.
what is your
Yes.
startup debt trade, or what does debt trade? What is debt trade in one sentence, and what problem is debt trade trying to solve?
Okay, thank you so much. Natural Safaris is an eco-conscious travel intelligent and digital platform that focuses on fostering into sustainable tourism and sustainable practices when it comes to tourism, with the efforts in conservation and community engagement. So Natural Safaris focuses on addressing problems of unsustainable practices, because 69% on record of tourism practices are unsustainable, and globally, tourism contributes to 8% of the global emissions annually, and that Trails is here to address some of these problems to the climate. So briefly, that is it. That Trails and the problem we are trying to solve.
Okay, so my next question will be, thank you guys first for that explanation. Is what is the market opportunity here where you play? What is the market share like, for example? Are there other startups or businesses who are in this space? How do you plan to, for example, you are in Zambia or South Africa, sorry, Uganda, which of the countries, sorry?
Uganda.
Uganda.
Now, what is the market like? Is it profitable? For me, it's coming across like a social impact business that is more leaning towards non-profit, for tech for goods, and all of that.
I'm trying to see the commercial part of it where you can actually make money and sustain the business and also scale to other African countries and all of that. So what can you just talk us through what the opportunities are, what the market share looks like for this industry that you are trying to enter? And
Okay,
very important as well, have you guys made any sales? The other guy that pitched mentioned some customers they've had their traction. Are there any traction that you guys have made so far? I'd like to get those information. It will help. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you so much. We are looking at a total addressable market of 34.6 billion. That is, if you check out Statista globally. But with East Africa alone having 500 million USDs when it comes to tourism. So I had a slide that had the competitor analysis, and we are looking in line of businesses such as Airbnb. But then we want to have more focus into the sustainability and conservation initiatives, because for them, they normally concentrate around general tourism and accommodation. I don't know if that answers that. Then about the sales, we are coming from a background where we were initially running an ordinary safari company, an ordinary model of when a client can book, they come, you take them around the country to the scenic destinations, they pay, they go back with souvenirs or something. And now we sat down and thought, that's why we registered as an idea or a pre-stage. We sat down and thought of how best we can have tourism make more impact, and also help people to create memories, just more than the souvenirs they normally go back with through our tree planting initiative. So we still run a business model that is digital now and more intelligent than the way it was. But but in that same sense, we want to see contributions to the environment, most especially with the climatic change. Remember, we can only improve what we can measure. If we can't measure something, if we can't measure the implications of the emissions, then how are we going to be in position to improve the contributions? I don't know if that answers all that you had brought to our attention, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, you did great. Thank you, George. I just wanted to understand, what the startup is and the space you're playing at, and also the value that you carry. And I think with these explanations you've given, it makes sense now. So I just want to say kudos, well done, and continue to build. You didn't mention your team. Beyond yourself, there are other people that work with you in that trade, right?
Yes.
Yes, I'm Mariko Gerard, working as the environmental conservationist.
All right. Thank you very much, George, and also Paul Okur. Okay, so we're still transitioning into the teach speech program. So the next person speaking now will be Daniel.
All right.
Daniel, over to you.
Bionic Soul, are you here? Good Haven, Gala Innovation, Dino and Motiva Systems.
Data Innovation is there.
Okay, great. Dino and Motiva Systems, please. Feel free to share your screen. Are you here?
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead. Okay, so while we wait for you, Echo Brightest, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. I'm here.
Yes, please go ahead. We'll come back to you, Dynamo Motiva.
Okay, so Echo Guardes can go ahead.
Yes, please.
Okay, let me share my screen. The network is not. Yeah, okay.
Okay, if the previous startup is ready, we can take him. Okay.
Okay, while we're waiting for you, are you now ready, Dino and Motiva Systems?
Yeah. Am I okay?
Your screen is not on yet.
Echo Guades.
Echo Guades. You can see your screen.
Okay. It's reloading. The PowerPoint is not responding, so it's reloading.
Can we have the other person?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so while he's still trying to get that ready, want to recognize the presence of, we have Precious Tom, we have Godfrey Kili Wameshi. Okay, that's from Lima Boat. Want to thank you for being present here. Also want to thank you, Marvin. Marvin, are you here? Just, if you're here, you can just send an emoji, okay? And say hi. Redeemer Salami. We recognize your presence here, okay? Are you ready now? We can see
I'm
your
sharing your
screen.
screen right now.
Okay. Right. So my name is Nathaniel Akwa Ahin, and I'm the founder and CEO of EcoGuadex. Our mission is to transform agriculture and food systems using AI-driven solutions for climate risk and food loss. With the problems, let me see because it is a fact that 1.3 billion tons of food are wasted annually, leading to $1 trillion in losses. Climate-related disruptions make supply chains ineffective, unsustainable, and vulnerable. So, and then we come to the solution. So at EcoGuadex, we provide AI-driven solutions that combine climate risk modeling for predictive insights, agri AI technology to extend shelf life and prevent spoilage. And then we have the customizable tools for operational efficiency and sustainability. And then when we come to the market, okay, let me come to the market. Yeah, so we have the market size, our market size. The global food supply chain market is valued at $110 billion. And at EcoGuadex, we aim to capture 2% of this in 5 years, equating to $2.2 billion. Now, with the revenue model, our revenue model includes subscriptions that is projected in a year at 8 million. And then the consulting, we project it at 2 million annually. And then AI tool licensing, 2.5 million. So, and then we come to the traction. We are finalizing our MVP with Builder AI, with plans to onboard 1,000 customers in our first year, showcasing our readiness to scale. And then we come to the funding acts. We are seeking 5 million to scale globally. This funding will support product launch, team expansion, and marketing efforts. So we want to say that our mission and our vision is to reduce global food loss by 30% and create resilient supply chains. And we want to thank you and say, let's work together to transform agriculture for a sustainable future. Thank you.
Thank you, Nathaniel, for that line of explanation. What I actually got back from that is that AI food storage optimization and how we can reduce the impact of food spoilage. So over to the judges. Are the judges ready?
Yes.
All right.
Echo Gadex,
Yeah,
how are you?
very fine here. Thank you.
Good. So I just want to be sure if you're not one of those startups that is jumping on the AI trend and AI frenzy just to be able to raise VC fund.
No, because the problem is reality. Because our target market is the supermarket chains, convenience stores. You know, these the daily foods.
Okay. Let's not go deeper into that. I want to understand your domain expertise in terms of the technology you intend to use. I see you're talking a lot about AI, right? So, which subset of AI are you looking to use, for this particular solution?
Yeah, our platform we receive data from
It's actually direct. It's actually a direct question. AI is a
yeah,
broad term. Which
yeah,
subset of artificial intelligence are you actually looking to use to solve this problem?
data.
You said
Thank you. We are using data.
data. How do you intend to collect this data?
Yeah,
What
from
medium?
satellite images, and then these IoT sensors will also be planted in all these with our customers, and then we'll receive.
Do you currently have these sensors? Do you have a prototype of these sensors?
Yeah, we have not yet released the softwares, and but we
So,
are in negotiation for this IoT, so that
so that means you have not validated the solution that you are talking about.
not yet.
Okay, so in a brief, tell me, how are people currently solving this problem? And why do you think your route to solve this problem is the best?
Yes, I know Microsoft has a sustainability product and services, as well as IBM. But in all, our competitors, what they do is they tackle one aspect, but we are combining both climate risk as well as the food
Yeah,
loss.
I just want to understand, how are people currently solving this problem first? How are they currently solving? Because your solution is not in the market yet, right? And your target market is surviving.
Yes,
So how are you currently solving this
yes.
problem?
Well, they use traditional means of preserving food, and that's the way they go about it, which is not AI.
All right. Thank you very much.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you too.
We'd like to have the next judge up.
Okay. Next presentation, but I must say, in case of next time, don't make it this ambiguous. It was very ambiguous and not direct. So it's very difficult to be able to convert an investor with this kind of complicated presentation. On the other hand, I also want to ask, beyond your concepts of using AI to solve what you want to solve, if you were not using AI, what else would you do as your technology to be able to solve or make a solution in that industry where you're stepping into?
Well, currently, just as I said earlier, traditional means meaning you preserve the produce, and then but in all cases, that means you face some challenges because you lose part of the produce because it's not well preserved. So currently, that is what they mean by which. Therefore, these like these supermarkets, uh, always they have excesses, they have losses because the foods get spoiled, and the AI will, make sure they can monitor everything well with the data that the IOC sensors are able to, generate. So always there's a monitoring of the produce, the freshness, so that it will reduce the microbial, spoilage and all that.
Okay. Judge Odibeli, are you okay with that explanation or?
I'm fine.
Okay, can we move on to the next judge? Thank you. Thank you, Emeka. Thank you. Will that be all from you? Or you still have further questions for him?
I'm done. I'm done.
Okay. Okay. Can we have Judge Paul Okoro?
Yeah, yeah. Hi, Nat. Good
Hello.
afternoon, Warri, Nigeria.
Afternoon, sir. Good
Well
afternoon
done.
from Ghana. Thank you.
I'm a foodie. I love food a lot, and anything about preserving food, I'm
Sure.
in already. So yeah, I'm interested in food. I'm interested in your startup. But quick question. I want you to walk me through, because what I keep getting is, first of all, summarize Echo Goddess for me again in one sentence. Say it as if you're explaining it to, I don't want to say a 5-year-old, but like the layman would understand.
Okay, so hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. Go
Problem
ahead.
Echo Goddess aims to
Yeah,
solve.
that is
Did you
the
get my
ecological.
question?
Yeah.
Did you get my question, Nathaniel?
Yes, I heard
Okay,
you.
so as you explain, if you
Yes.
could say it in simplified terms, just leave out all the fancy grammar, right? Just say it in a very simple way that the layman on the street to understand, oh, this is what this startup is about. Oh, okay, I get it now.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Eco Guardians is ecological guardians of excellence. That's the embodiment of the whole thing. Ecological guardians of excellence.
Okay. And the problem you're trying to solve again?
The problem we are solving is to prevent the millions of, waste that is in the food system, because the impact of extreme weather events, the effect on economic and social impact, the environmental impact. You see, so these losses have this effect on the environment. So we are trying to solve this one with this AI technology.
Okay. Paint the picture for me, right? Yes. What country is your startup at?
Well, I'm in Ghana, but we aim for
Ghana,
a global expansion.
What's the biggest? Okay, no problem. You're in Ghana right now. What's the biggest shopping mall in Ghana? For example, in Warri here, we have ShopRite. You have ShopRite in Ghana?
Yes, we have ShopRite.
Good.
We have ShopRite.
The kind of food you mentioned, food spoilage, are you talking about cooked food, already prepared food, or just raw food, the raw rice or beans or yam that have not been prepared? Which of the food are you referring to?
We are referring to daily foods, the prepared one.
Cooked food or not?
Yes. And then also,
yes, cooked food.
Yes, cooked food. And also, because from the agri section, from the climate risk section, it's also, I mean, we also tackle the farm produce, the fresh ones from the farm.
Okay. Now, I'm going to use the chop right in my city, Warri here, as an example. The chop right here, there are other shops that are selling there, right? The chop right itself, they have some cooked food that they prepare. They have bread, they have cakes, there are other, confectionaries that they prepare there, and they also have the raw ones that you could just buy that are packaged food that would last you months or even years in your chef, your house. Now, imagine the one you have in Ghana where they have cooked food, and the food they didn't sell it for the day. Are you saying that Eco Gardens would preserve that food so that it will not spoil and you can still sell it another day? Or I want to see how, like Ese asked earlier, how are people solving this problem right now in the conventional way? Because for me, it come across as if the problem is not really dependent on AI or tech to solve, but on maybe operational management of how they store things, on how they keep things, or I don't know. But just walk me through this scenario I just painted now. The man has sold, there are food remaining. How does it preserve that food so that you can still sell it the next day? Is that what Eco Gardens is?
Yeah, thank you for that. So what is happening is that these supermarkets, they prepare this, like, let's say rice, they package it, they package it, and they are all frozen food. They put it in freezer. Now it gets to a point, let's say it can have, let's say, a shelf life of, let's say, only 2 days. But with AI, what is going to happen is that the IoT sensor that will be monitoring the temperature of the freezing point will be able to regulate, because with the data that is received on our platform, we'll be able to regulate the temperature so that it can maintain its freshness. So if, let's say, a food should last for it should leave the shelf for maybe 2 or 3 days, it can be extended for 1 week.
Is it safe? Is it safe to keep a food for 1 week and still eat it?
Yes, because we monitor. I mean, the data that is collected monitors the freshness. So once it keeps its freshness at the level of, preparedness, then it will be safe to eat at any time within the, period that is given. The life of the shelf life.
Okay, no. There's a organization in Nigeria called NAFDAC. They are basically in charge of regulating food, and drugs consumption and all that, to be sure that they are safe for, people. Have you checked with your local regulators in Ghana if it is safe for people? Because I've had people, advocating for fresh meals, same day meals, like you cook it today, you eat it today, and not preserving meals in your freezer for weeks, then defrosting them with the microwave to eat, that it causes cancer, it causes problem for our health and all that. Have you checked if what you are trying to do is it compliant with these regulations in Ghana or other African countries you are hoping to scale to? Because if it's not compliant, then that means the idea is dead on arrival.
Yeah. So thank you very much. Really, we'll interact with all these authorities, and so that in as much as we give them, they give us the regulation, we go according to the regulations. We know that if a food is preserved for maybe 3, 4, or 1 week, and it still maintains its natural condition, then it will be safe for consumption. So that's why this technology is coming in to to make sure that we can fight this short-term life of shelf food.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank
Great.
you.
I'll have to stop here so that we can move ahead.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you
All right.
very much.
Thank you, George Paul Okoro, and thank you, Nathaniel, for um, explaining so much into this idea of the uh, AI using an optimization in storing and in our food storage. However, I'm a very lay person. In a layman's sense, right? I got confused along the line, and my thought was normally we have our food storage equipment like the dehydrator, we have the cooling system, but how do AI, track the preservation of food that has a shelf life of 2 days? Well, that's really food for thought, and we have to think about how to go about that technology. Thank you so much. Daniel, please, the next speech. Yeah.
Thank you too.
All right, Dino and Motiva.
Is here.
Okay, Dala.
Yeah.
All right, Dala Innovation.
Yeah, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for this opportunity to present Dala, AI-powered platform dedicated to preserving languages and bridging cultures. So my name is Boniface Emmanuel. I'm the ML or machine learning engineering lead at Dala. So today I'll share how we are tackling one of the most urgent cultural challenges of our time, which is language extinction. Have you noticed fewer young people are learning their local language compared to the previous generation? In Nigeria alone, over 12 local dialects have gone into extinction, and more than 250 are at the risk of disappearing. The loss of this language is not just academic, it erases cultural identity, traditions, and values. So if we don't act now, we risk losing our unique heritage of these languages forever, which these languages carries forever. So that is why we created Dala, an AI-powered platform designed to preserve local languages in an engaging and innovative way with the following features, which include interactive lessons tailored to the specific language, advanced AI translation tools for seamless communication, bi-directional Bluetooth translation to bridge language gap in real time, and a community chat room that fosters learning through communication and collaboration. So with Dala, we are not just preserving these languages, we are creating a bridge for future generations to connect with their heritage. Sorry? So
Go ahead.
all right, sorry.
You can still see your screen.
Okay, thank you. All right, our solution addresses the significant market with over 40 million people worldwide directly impacted by the risk of language extinction. So 17 million language learners in school to 88 million people or speakers of this endangered language. So Dala potential audience spans from students to educators to the entire community who we actually want to preserve their cultural identity. So our business model is built for sustainability. Dallas revenue is projected to grow from 18,850 in year one to 27,608 by year five, with a 10% annual increase. What is more exciting is that we are expected to reach our break-even point in the first year, showing both the viability of our solution and the market demand for the language preservation. So far, we have conducted extensive research with over data of more than 20. We are building our MVP, which is to be completed in Q1 of this, demonstrate that we are actually ready to take the next big step. So to bring Dala to life, we are seeking $5,000 in funding. So this investment will allow us to accelerate the app development, expand our language database, and also bring our solution to the market. So your support will actually help us preserve. Your support will actually help us preserve cultural diversity.
Okay, you seem a
Can
bit
you hear me?
distracted.
Sorry, can you hear me?
We can hear you. We
Yes.
can hear you.
All right. So your support will actually help us preserve cultural diversity and also ensure that no language and no culture is left behind. So thank you for your time and attention. Dala is more than just an app. It's a movement to protect and celebrate our cultural heritage, which I invite every one of us to join us to make this lasting impacts together. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Excellent points that you have raised there. Best of luck as you incorporate this feedback that you get from the judges. So now let's hear from our judges. Please, let's ensure we map up time. Thank you.
Dala, a round of applause for yourself.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Baby steps. I see you're already sweating, right? And I see that you're shivering already. Don't worry, you're not going to prison. It's not easy to build, right? So the first off, in demo days like this, there's always the tough judge. There's always the one that would pet you, right? So I'm not going to pet you. So I'm going to give it to you hard because this is entrepreneurship journey and it's not easy, right? So you have a brilliant idea, right? You want to protect cultural heritage, and you're striving to see that it does not go extinct, right? Where is your target market for now?
My target
Nigeria,
market for now is Nigerian languages, which
Nigeria.
12 are already in extinct. So currently, we are focused on
Tell me,
Shekiri.
tell me the first three that you know that are risking, becoming extinct. Just tell me three.
So the first one is Shekiri.
Okay.
Coming.
Please, you can stop sharing your screen now.
Sorry. Okay.
Okay, so because time is not on our side. I understand that you're trying to check your notes and all that. That's why I told you to clap for yourself, because you're actually reading your pitch, right? So I told you to clap for yourself. It's baby steps. You'll get there one day. First off, you are focused on local languages, and I don't know how well you're informed, but currently the National Center for Artificial Intelligence and Research in Nigeria has already created an LLM, right? A large language model, right? Also integrated with NLP, natural language processing, which obviously that is part of the technologies you're looking to blend to, create this model you're looking to build, right? obviously, right? Um, I would like to also confirm if at least you've created an SLM, a small language model, to test and to ascertain if this is going to work in the first place. Because to create an SLM is actually easy because there are a lot of pre-processed models on OpenAI, DeepGram AI, and whatnot. So have you, tested this with any of those pre-processed LLMs that currently exist?
Okay. So what we have done currently is that we are currently building a text-to-text translation, that is word-to-word translation for a Shekiri language. That's what we have done. So currently, if you check the APIs already existing, they only exist for the major languages in Nigeria, like Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, maybe Fulani,
Which,
but
which
other languages are not there.
Good, which means that you have a lot of work on your hand because that means you're going to be building your large language model from the scratch, and we're going to build an LLM from the
Yes.
scratch, right? Through your, from your rack system. Let's even talk about your infrastructure, right? From your computing power and all that. That means you can't even be thinking of raising $5,000. So obviously you've not thought about what it actually entails because if you know about the pioneers in this. I think their first round of funding was about $5 billion. If you know what it actually takes to build LLMs from the scratch, because you're talking about collecting the data first,
Yeah.
right? Then cleaning the data, right? So you have to clean that data, then you have to label the data, right? Then
Yeah.
visualize the data. Then you have to, segment the data, unsupervised learning, supervised learning, reinforcement learning, right? Then you have to fine tune that data, right? Then you need to check for latency, right? So then you need to red team that particular model you're building again, right? So, uh, baby steps, baby steps. I promise I was going to be easy on you. Baby steps, baby steps. But what you're building is bigger than what you're currently looking at, right? And I think you need to, go back to your draw board and really, understand what you're trying to build. You're trying to build an LLM from the scratch and look at ways you can actually leverage on existing infrastructure and also focus more on is there really a need, right? Is there really a need? Would it be better for people to learn their local languages through AI, or it would just be better to set up schools, physical infrastructure, right, where people can actually, get access to trained tutors, right? So parents can actually, or you can actually have a app where there are trained tutors that could actually teach kids their local languages, right? That is actually an idea that could go to market faster than when you're trying to build an LLM, right? Because if you look at it from the real sense of it, the people that would need this solution first is parents. Parents want their kids to learn their local dialect, right? But look at it. How many of these parents are in touch with AI? You need to look at the AI knowledge. You need to check for the knowledge gap. You need to check for the, the knowledge of AI that currently exists in the landscape you're trying to target, right? So AI sounds sweet and beautiful, right? YC took all of this 95% of the startups AI this, AI that, AI this, AI that. In as much as AI is sweet, we should also understand the market we're trying to disrupt, right? Africa is an emerging market and we need to focus more on solving real life problems rather than trying to use AI to go through the shortcut. That's my submission.
Thank you so much, Judge Essay. I'd like to add that Africa is an emerging market, especially in languages. Languages, they help to break barriers, most especially in business. And like yesterday, I saw a post, and that post had a language translation of Hausa, and it was like this. For example, Zansianama. Zansianama is I want to buy meat. And another translation was Meizensia, what will I buy? and that person, engaged the audience on the internet, that particular post the person made, and people were really suggesting that, okay, you should share this thing and start selling it so that we can start learning the Hausa language. So I would like to say thank you to Dala for coming up with this great thought, and I hope the feedback makes a lot of value to you. So over to the next judge.
Okay.
Can we have Emeka? Okay.
Okay. Nice one, Dala. Good niche, good good environment to try to pitch your sense. But I think that at your ideation stage, there are some things you still have some gaps you need to fill up, and it will help you do what you have to do better. I also suggest that whatever essay give you as a suggestion should not be taken lightly, should be taken seriously because your
Yeah.
language, the large language model is key to us saying that you can bet this. On the other hand, I think because your evaluations have not really looked at the length and breadth of what it takes, your valuation is faulty and your expected seed funding is also something that doesn't now look realistic because it may not work. But in the long run, I think what you have is a good idea. You need to dig deeper. You need to be able to refine your thoughts better. And with what you have, you can now begin to position yourself for a more dependable future and engagement with people who will be ready to fund you. Thank you.
All right.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Judge Paul, is he there? Can we have you? Is Paul there?
Okay, so while they're trying to get across to Paul, Dala,
Yeah.
maybe this will be bias, but you're a young chap, and I see that you have the zeal in you. I don't want you to fall into founder's depression, right? Um, find a way to connect with me on LinkedIn, right? So that I could guide you on one or two things, and you find a way to refine your idea, right, and moving forward.
All right. Thank you.
Okay,
All right,
so
great. So move ahead. Okay. Paul, go ahead.
all right, I think it's a fine idea. It's long overdue for us to look at these things in Africa, not just Nigeria, and I think it's a commendable one. The only thing I would say is do a validation, not as far if people need this alone, but how people want to learn this, because you're trying. I'm looking at it from the angle where you're trying to solve a problem for people that may not be very educated, for example, or the two class of people, the ones that are very educated, but because the parents do not teach the children how these languages and culture, the children do not know these languages. While the other people at the other end who knows these languages do not have the education. We are trying to bring different class of people together. So I think you should just do a small test and see in a small scale how you can solve this problem before you determine which technology you want to use to scale it. So, like Ese said, sometimes you will actually achieve these things, and the different approach. But I think it's a good one and very commendable. Well done.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Judge Paul. Daniel, do you have something to say?
No, not at this time.
Okay, can we have the next speech, the startup?
Yeah,
The
Bionic
next
Soul, are
startup.
you here? Good heaven. Dino and Motiva, are you ready now? I have your pitch here if I should share for you. You flexible?
All right, I
Think
am
about AI.
flexible. Flexible is available.
Oh, flexible. Great.
All right.
Flexible, you have 3 minutes. We're trying to crunch up the time. So please, you have 3 minutes, and the judges also have 3 minutes as well. Okay.
All right.
So you can go on. Yeah.
Everybody see my screen?
Yes,
Hello?
you can see it.
All right. So good morning, everybody. I am Chidera Wanike. I'm the founder, co-founder, and CEO of FlexTable. So some months back, I opened an office. We opened an office for an agency called South Circle. So we used the entirety of our funds to start up the place. We got Starlink, and we incurred some minor projected debt like cleaning and Starlink subscription. So the first month into the business, we Starlink was about expiring, and can everybody hear me?
Yeah, we can.
All right, so our Starlink subscription was about expiring, and we had cleaner to pay at the end of the month. So there was no way we had no money coming in because we were working on some current project, and getting funds was impossible because we are poured in our entire savings on setting up the office space. So one of us suggested we turn one of our office spaces, because we had lots of spaces, into a co-work space. So we bought into the idea and we turned it into a co-work space. So an underused space in our office, we turned it into a co-work space. And the problem then was we needed a way for people to book for these spaces. We tried using Tally. We used Google Forms to integrate payments, and it was not just working for us. We had no way for people to book. So we had to go through the normal route of sending account number. So probably using a Google form to take info. So it was not seamless on our customer side. Okay, so that was why we went on to build FlexTable. So we are currently building Africa's largest workspace network that connects remote workers, freelancers, and businesses to productive and inspiring workspaces near them. So the problem is remote work sounds perfect, but reality can be frustrating. Millions of remote workers struggle with unreliable power, internet, and expensive long-term office options. Freelancers lack spaces to focus and collaborate, and finding those spaces is almost impossible. I have a story about myself where I was looking for a space. I sent a message to somebody. After 2 years was when the person responded, and I needed to inquire about the space because I could not find the space online. So freelancers find it hard to find these spaces. Cities across Africa have underutilized spaces that could serve growing professional communities. So the solution, Flexible enables people to search, book, and manage spaces in minutes. So you just go on Google and search spaces in Asaba, spaces in Warri. You could get a space, you book for it immediately, whatever time you set, and the people who lease the space, they get paid, and it's all in minutes. So how we deliver flexibility, because flexible is more centered on flexibility. You could work from different places, from a restaurant, from a co-work space, from a cafe, from a lounge. These are things that happen outside Nigeria, and most times even in Nigeria, but we are providing it for people, and we're making it more accessible. So we're partnering with space owners, we collaborate with restaurants, hotels, co-working hubs, studios, and other space providers to lease the underutilized space and flexible. We partner with local communities. We have a community called Flex Enablers. So they connect us with these spaces that they like. These are just some spaces in their cities that they think they want to work from. Working in a restaurant is a thing, but it's something that people are scared to do. They don't know if they go to the restaurant, if they would allow it. I'm currently in Asaba now, onboarding some spaces, some restaurants. One thing about flexible, onboarding the coolest spaces in Africa, you can work from the most serene environment that is not a co-work space, that is not just a cubicle. Yeah, so we have a rigorous vetting process of how we vet these workspaces. One key thing we focus on is you must have power. Then if you have Wi-Fi and some other amenities to give. So our network, we are from bustling cities, centers to quiet neighborhoods. One good thing about flexible is wherever work takes you, you'll find the space. If you are traveling to Ghana, for instance, we want you to be able to book a space in Ghana before you get there. And currently, we are the only ones doing this in Africa. We have other people doing it in the US, but no one is doing it in Africa. So how flexible works, you can find spaces, you book spaces, you work, and you connect with people. So with the booking, you get to reserve the space and you make payments. So for the host, they just get to list space, they manage the space, and they just earn money. No more stress in them. So the market opportunity, unlocking a $15 billion market. Africa now has over 10 million freelancers working remotely, growing 20% annually. Demand for co-work space is increasing rapidly as hybrid and remote work rises. The trend is clear. Flexible work is here to stay. and the infrastructure to support it is in its infancy. The 15 billion opportunity in workspace, in Africa's workspace economy, the co-working market in Africa is expected to reach 13.3, 13 billion by 2025 and potentially 40 billion in 2030. Nigeria accounts for 4 million remote workers projected to grow 25% annually. Co-working spaces are expanding at a 15% annual growth rate in Africa. With flexible, work isn't limited by geography or structure. It's defined by what you can achieve. So our early achievement that validates our vision. So after our demo at Dev First in Warri, we have successfully onboarded 20 spaces. I'm calling us about onboarding more spaces for Flexible. So over 25 active users on the spaces we currently have within 1 month. We have not done any adverts yet. The community is one of the major things that's pushing us. So recognize we participated in the 3MTT Hackathon Tech for Good. We took second place, and we have positive feedback from the tech and creative communities which we belong to. Our early wins prove we're out to something big, from workplace partnership to community love, and the momentum is something undeniable. So our competitive advantage. So currently, like I said, we do not have any competitor in Africa. So the African market is kind of open for us. So we have no competitor. But if a competitor were to come, so our localized solution tailored for Africa's infrastructure, affordable pricing, and flexible models for startup and freelancers, community focus, building long-lasting network, not just transaction. I met my co-founders from a co-workspace. All of us we met from a co-workspace. So co-working is something that really fosters connection. So in 5 years, we like to say flexible. We feel like the only correct way to say flexible. 5 years from now, the world will say flexible when they mean flexible. 5 years from now, even dictionary will suggest flexible for flexible. So our revenue model, we for booking fees, we take a percentage, 10% from each transactions. In the future, we hope to explore membership subscriptions for premium services. Host listings, there's some features we'll be releasing in the future that gives hosts more access, and we're also considering them paying for it. But currently now, to list on Flexible as a host, it's free. You don't pay any dime, but you earn big. So our roadmap is stated here. So we are currently at phase 0. We're expanding to we're currently in Warri. We're expanding to Asaba, Port Harcourt, Benin. So that is some part of our phase 0 plans. So we're hoping to get 200 signups after we launch. We did a soft launch initially, but now we are updating the website and some models there. So we're onboarding over 100 spaces as of now, today, this morning, and we onboarded the 26th space in Asaba here. So I onboarded over 5 spaces from my time here. So these are our roadmap and what we aim to achieve. So we are currently seeking a seed investment of $200,000 to enable us scale across Africa. But and for marketing, 40% is in product development, 35% marketing and user acquisition, 25% operational cost. So these are the
Time
founders.
is up.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Chidera, for sharing such a valuable insight in the business of space solution for freelancers and startups. Amazing, amazing, amazing story that you just shared there. Our judges, are we ready? Yeah, it's taking so much time that the judges would have
Yes.
used. Okay,
Yes.
let's go. Let's go ahead.
Flexible. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Have you raised any funds before? Even
No,
if
not
it's a friends and family round and India round.
no, we are not done. We are not done anything.
So currently you're bootstrapping.
Yes, we are currently starting.
You're bootstrapping. Right. Brilliant. And you already have your MVP out.
And yeah, we have our MVP out. The first MVP. This is version 1 we are releasing now.
Okay. Do you have any current MRR or you're still
Um,
pre-revenue?
we are mildly pre-revenue because the agency I talked about in the story is one of the
Mm.
is getting booked. We could book for our space online, but for our partners, because of the new version we're listing, we are launching, they would be able to make payment and list their spaces in our version 1. So for now, we just have mild revenue coming in from just one space.
Okay. You're looking to raise 200,000 US dollars, 200K.
Yes.
Okay, what financial vehicle are you looking at?
Sir?
What financial vehicle are you looking at to raise that fund?
All right. So, and we're hoping VCs and some angel investors. Currently,
I
we are,
wonder the vehicle
sir?
you're using safe notes, convertible notes. What vehicle are you using? What
Um,
instrument? What
okay.
financial instrument are you using to raise this?
Okay. We're using safe mode, equity in particularly. So we're not doing convertible notes yet. We will not be doing convertible notes.
Okay, so you're looking at safe note. Okay. Okay. Would you be giving 20% discount, or what is going to be the clause on your safe note?
Um, I don't want to mention anything concerning that here. But I think if the investment opportunity is there, something we want to explore, the terms with the angel investor.
The investment opportunity is in front of you, and you're
Oh,
saying
oh,
if they
all right, yeah. So it's something that's possible. It's possible.
did you actually come here to for a music audition? Because I don't
No,
understand.
no, no, sir.
It's in
No, sir.
front of you, and I want to understand.
And I would be willing to give you.
Okay, and lastly, what is that milestone you need to achieve between now and the second quarter of this year to take you from point A to point B? What's that
Okay.
most pressing milestone you need to achieve?
Okay, so firstly, we need to list at least 100 species on the platform and scaling across cities. Lagos is our now is zero. So Lagos have more restaurants than anywhere in Nigeria, and Lagos have more co-work space. So for our second milestone, we are currently in the process of partnering with Cafe one of the largest workspace producers in workspace service solutions in Nigeria. So they have over six workspace in 6 cities. We're currently looking at partnering with them. It's Sterling Bank.
Okay. Okay, so let me give you a quick tip to your first $1 million annual recurring revenue. Instead of going around looking for workspaces to partner with, right? Partner with ISN, right? So partner with ISN. ISN network is the network that is in charge of every single hub in Nigeria, right? So instead of you trying to look for everybody one after the other, right? A partnership with ISN gives you access to that data, and you can actually, cold call or send them, cold emails, and onboard them easy peasy without even spending a dollar.
Thank you very much. It's also something
You
where
owe, you owe me $1 million.
no problem, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's
Thank you, Judge Essay. This is an avenue where we connect and we find people who connect the dots of expansion and, into the goals that we have set for ourselves. It's a milestone, Judge Essay. Thank you so much for intervening that aspect. Next, Judge, please.
All right, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir.
Okay, so one of the safety nets you have, which you should take advantage of early, is ISN network, because I think the three judges here are in ISN or they have access to ISN. So one way or the other, that information can come to you. So like Essay mentioned earlier, you can catch him on LinkedIn, you can catch him on LinkedIn, you can also catch Paul Okoro on LinkedIn, so that will work for you. Beyond that, I think while you're trying to do what you do, one of the things you should be able to try and do is have a level of ownership in your process, have a level of ownership in your system, so that you don't just at the end of the day outsource hubs, outsource workstations to people, and at the end of the day, somewhere in the equation, someone comes in with a more seamless idea, a more seamless partnership with this organization, and knocks you off your unique idea. So that's one of the things I think you just take note of.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Emeka. Is the next judge there?
Yeah, I'm here. Please, I just switched from my mobile device to my PC. Please confirm if you can hear me clearly.
We can.
All right. Chidera, well done. Good idea. For two things, I may sound a bit biased. I'm a proud Warri boy, and you are also building from Warri and Delta State, Chidera. So kudos, well done. I know we've not had time to sit and talk about Flex Table, but I've been watching you, I've been following your progress and flexible progress from afar, and you guys are doing well. Kudos, man. So, quick one. From your presentation, from your pitch there, said you have 25 customers, correct?
Yeah, well, we have currently onboarded 25 spaces.
Are they paying customers yet, or just
No, no, no.
customers? Huh?
They have approved us to list them on our platform. But when we launch is when they will be open.
Okay, you guys have not launched.
We have not launched yet. We did initially we had an MVP that we tested, but currently we made some updates to the website, the UI and the user experience. So with the place spaces we listed would be showing up when we launch, hopefully by the end of this week.
All right. So okay, now let's say Wafi Hub, my hub list on Flexible, right? How do you make money through this connection with Wafi Hub listing on Flexible?
All right. So whenever anybody books Wafi Hub from Flexible, we charge them a 10% fee.
Oh, 10% from the fee. Okay.
Yeah. So just 10%. Then that's all.
Okay. Okay. So let's say, for example, in Wafi Hub, our monthly fee to use our workspace is 30K. So you make 3K off that every month, correct?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Awesome. Awesome. So right now, what do you think? What is your operational cost? Can you give us like a rough figure? What do you think? What are your monthly operational costs for running Flexible?
Okay, so currently, Flexible works from a co-workspace that is listed on Flexible. So our operational cost is roughly 100K, 100,000 monthly for the founders to work from the space.
Okay, so how many customers would you need from Flexible to be able to break even? Going by that projection.
Okay, so our projection, so we not necessarily need numbers, we need value. So like you talked about ISN Hub now. So if we have access to the ISN Hub network, so there are some spaces there that have customers already, but the problem is their booking system is not seamless. Because imagine now, I came to Asaba, I needed to book the Schoolville Delta State Innovation Hub. I could not book it from Ori, so I had to come here. I came here on Tuesday, and they had to tell me I should come on Thursday, which is today. I needed to book the space, so I cannot book beforehand. And they currently have a clientele, which is we can just tap into them and give them a booking system, and we can just book. Like a place like Cafe One now, they already have 6 people, have cover over 6 cities. So once we're able to achieve our partnership with Cafe One, it's seamless. So we just need weight. We are also exploring a partnership with Workstation, one of the leading workspace providers in Nigeria, and some other ones in Africa like CC or the rest. So once we are able to get some key players in the workspace market, getting other ones would be quite easier for us, and that would skyrocket things for us.
Thank you for your explanation. But I think maybe you mixed my question. Your projection is on right now. You're spending 100,000, whether you like it or yes, because you have a site, you have to maintain it, you are hosting it somewhere, right? You have a small team that is what I'm seeing about 4 persons here. Maybe the team would increase. You have the operational costs you run on a daily and monthly basis, and you just gave us a figure about 100,000. So how many customers would you need to be able to break even and cancel that 100,000? That 100,000 is not coming from your purse or from your co-founder's purse, but it's not coming from the business. That is the question.
Okay, I get you now. So at least 100 customers could do that. 100 customers that book a space for 3,000 every day could do that, or monthly.
Okay, it's okay. I have a figure to work with now. So do you have a strategy on acquiring your first 100 customer when you launch Flexible?
Yeah, so our go-to-market strategy is mainly communities, because for every 25 people we have been able to get on our space frequently, we use the community, partnership with some community admins, and give us the license to share spaces we host and inviting some top guys on the spaces. So community is one of our largest marketing strategies.
All right, so I think it's a fine idea. My only concern, you know the story with WeWork, right?
Yeah.
So that's my only concern, so that we do not have another WeWork happening in front of us. Because from my experience as a hub manager and a hub owner, it is not every location that you can have good customers use your workspace. yeah, it's a nice idea to work remotely from a cozy place, the light, internet, and ambience and all that. But those customers, those freelancers, those developers, designers, or whatever that would need to work from your workspace are not in every local government or every town. So my advice, as a fellow person in the ecosystem in Warri here to you, do your research and don't go deep. Go deep before you go wide. Go to areas where target cities, target areas where you have clusters of tech people or business people that would use those workspaces so that you can throw your blows to people. Not just, let us be in every town or every city in Delta or in Nigeria. Some cities we may not even have one person that want to use their workspace. They will work from their house. But there are some areas that you have, these people who buy into this culture of going to workspace, seeing other tech people working and all of that. So do those research, and I'm sure the sky is the limit.
Great, thank you very much. So I would just want to comment mildly on the WeWork story. So we had the same issue with our 3MT pitch. Somebody also mentioned WeWork and the WeWork issue. So partly we are not WeWork. WeWork, they own the real estate of these spaces. So we are just a platform that connects people to these spaces. So the relationship between us and WeWork is not really something that is very close. So while it's the same workspace story, workspace experience, we don't own the real estate, so the likelihood of being related is lower. But thank you very much for the insight you shared, and really appreciate it.
So some really flexible is asset light. We work with asset heavy.
Yeah.
Right?
So we don't own any of the assets. Yeah, we don't own any of the assets.
Brilliant.
All right.
Though.
Okay, fantastic feedback from our judges. Can we give a round of applause for their hard work? If it's possible, let's have a round of applause for their hard work. Yeah. Okay. It's been an inspiring journey so far in this pitch program. So, Daniel, over to you.
Oh, thank you so much, Amara. Thanks, Chidera. You could stop sharing your screen now. It's very interesting, your business concept. Lima Bot, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Megas AI. Oh, Lima Bot, please go ahead.
All right, sharing my screen now. Is my screen visible?
Yes, we can see your screen.
All right. Greetings, everyone from Tanzania. My name is Godfrey Kilimomeshi. I'm a founder and a team leader at LimaBot AI, where we use artificial intelligence to make farming easy. So about 40% of Africans depends on agriculture for a living. But unfortunately, regardless of this, if you are a farmer today in Africa, you'll still be challenged daily with unpredictable weather, pests, diseases, poor soil nutrients management, all this leading to low yields and income. And that's why we are building LimaBot AI, an artificial intelligence platform empowering farmers with accurate and actionable insights via SMS, USSD, WhatsApp, and mobile apps. Our AI solution diagnoses crops disease, pest, suggests solutions and treatment, analyzes soil nutrients, and can even plan for farm operations. And all this is in local language and tailored to specific needs. If you look at the African agriculture industry, it's really promising. According to African Development Bank, we have about 250 million smallholder farmers, and agri-tech is projected to be $2.2 billion US by this year. And it's our desire to acquire at least 10% of this market. We understand our competition very well, and we are setting ourselves apart by becoming more accessible, especially for having features like USSD and SMS, allowing even farmers in the remote area with low access to internet to also utilize artificial intelligence and improve their yields. Just in 1 year, we have grown from an idea to build an MVP. We have conducted a pilot test with over 12,000 farmers across Tanzania. We have built partnership with agriculture experts as well as extension officers, and we have raised 10,000 USD pre-seed grant. We make money by subscription from the farmers, but also we are looking to monetize data collected via LimaBot, but as well as we are looking to partner with agribusinesses for product recommendation to the farmers. We are an impact startup, from empowering farmers with actionable knowledge to improve their crops to promote sustainable farming. We are supporting SDG number 1, number 2, number 9, and number 13. Here is our team. I'm Godfrey Kilimomeshi. I'm a co-founder and team leader with over 8 years of experience in building innovative businesses. We also have Peter Olaya, our AI lead, seasoned expert in data science, as well as we have Philip Msuya, our technology lead, with over 5 years of experience in software development and computer engineering, without forgetting our agriculture specialist, Dr. Marian Karua, and well-accomplished agronomist. We are looking for funding, we are looking for partnership opportunities, and we are also looking for mentors. We are looking for $45,000 to help us scale our AI model, as well as expanding our pilot testing. But also we are looking for partnership opportunities for NGO focusing in agriculture. We are looking partnership with other agribusinesses, as well as researchers institutions. But we are looking for mentors to mentor us in areas of fundraising, business scaling, and AI. Join us today in transforming agriculture in Africa, and together we can build a future where there is a promising food security. Thank you very much. Asante sana. This is LimaBot AI.
Wonderful presentation.
Wow.
Amara, are you still here with us? You're muted if you're speaking.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, can the judges shoot?
Yes, please go ahead.
LimaBot.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. So first I give it to you that you were audible, you were clear, and you sounded quite convincing, right? And since your ask kept revolving around mentorship, so it's an acceptance and acknowledgement that you're willing to you and your team are willing to still learn the ropes on building a startup and how to actually grow and scale from where you're currently at. So I will not ask you technical questions, but you talked about partnerships. You're also looking at partnerships. Tell me one strategic partnership that you're looking to close right now, and how that partnership would actually, take your startup from point A to point B. I would also prefer if you give a little detail to what is the name of the company, and why you need to partner with that company to take it from point A to point B. Just maybe we could facilitate that partnership for you.
All right. We are currently looking to partner with a telecom company called HealthTech, or a Viatel company is here in Tanzania. And why we are targeting HealthTech, because it's a company that it's more focused on the last end areas where the farmers are. And we are looking to utilize mostly the USSD and the SMS through their customer base, because they already have all the infrastructures that we need to reach these people. And just for us to utilize our model to give these farmers, to reach more farmers easily with these people. So we have this company that we are already in discussion, and if by any means you can help accelerate what we're having in talk with them, that will be very grateful.
Okay, so that would mean that you already have your MVP out and you already have active users.
Yes, we have our MVP out, and we have conducted our first pilot with about 12,000 farmers in 3 regions here in Tanzania.
Brilliant, brilliant. In 2024, what was your MRR for the last quarter?
Actually, we are not, we are pre-revenue. We didn't charge the farmers for this pilot, so we didn't have revenue. And we were able to conduct these pilots with a grant that we raised. So now that moving forward, after completing our pilot, now we are looking to start charging. And for a farmer, we are looking to charge for $14.99 annually fee for each farmer.
So you're looking at a subscription model?
Yes, we are looking for, actually, our model is a little bit diverse. We are looking for the farmers to use the subscription model, but we also are looking to partner with agribusinesses. For example, right now we are in talk with a fertilizer company here in Tanzania. It's called Hiara. They want to use our platform to suggest or to do like a product suggestions to the farmers. So that's also another revenue channel that we are looking to use. But later on in the future, also to monetize the data collected through our platform.
Oh, smart. Because I was about to pinpoint that the real money is in the data that you're collecting. All right. You want to raise 45K?
For now, we are looking for 45K to continue to support us.
Valuation?
Yes.
At what valuation?
We are looking for like 1.2 million valuation right now, but we are still learning around startup valuation. So it's not the area that we understand much. And as I mentioned before, our first it was, we only raised a grant. So we are still exploring the valuation and VC raising. But for now, we're raising this 45 just to give us a runway for like a few next months.
Okay. So I'll make this known and also to every other person that is in the room. Please, if you are not raising more than $250K, you have no business reaching out to venture capital. But in the real sense, a VC expects that you are looking to raise over $1 million before he listens to you, right? But just so you know, so if you're raising less than that, you should be looking towards friends and family. You should be looking towards angels, right? So for your 45K, it's pretty much a friends and family round, right? Or, an angel could just, give you that easy peasy, right? But I like the fact that you say you're looking at mentorships, and I'll be happy to guide you on the nitty-gritties on fundraisings, right? Because if you say you want to raise funds, you need to know what it takes to actually raise funds, and your valuation is very important. You need to understand your pre-money valuation, and you need to also understand your post-money valuation, right? And whatnot. Yeah, but anyways, you have a brilliant solution, and it's there's still room for improvement, and hopefully you're going to get that thanks to Startup Grind.
Thank you very much. That was very constructive.
Awesome. Okay, on my own end, I think what I just want to say is simple. You are open to mentorship, which is very key. And I think because you're open to mentorship, is one of the things we can be able to provide. I'm open to working with anyone who is willing to work with me to help you.
Thank you.
Develop yourself and make them deeper, more calibrated and better evaluated. So in whichever way it goes beyond this pitch, just know that we are open to making one or two inputs to help you develop what you have. But what you have is good, and all it requires is just proper structuring.
Thank you very much. I'll definitely reach out, sir.
Okay, great.
All right, so
I just also want to
me,
state that after the call, I'm going to create a group where we can bring all these promising startups together to receive the mentorship they need regarding fundraising. I'll send an email to that.
Thank you.
Oh, please go ahead.
All right, so I have very few things to say, but I think the agricultural space is something that I am very passionate about because we have a food security problem in Nigeria and maybe Africa. So anybody that is trying to solve that problem, either by preserving the food or by making us have more food, or just driving productivity within that agricultural sector, something that I really support. So just want to say kudos to you, Godfrey, and your team for what you're doing. Keep pushing and keep learning, of course. And God's willing, you'll get to your destination.
Thank you, sir.
Awesome. So very quickly, because of our time, we'll move to the next startup, Vegas AI. Are you here?
Yeah, we are here.
Okay, great. Please go ahead.
Great.
Let's be conscious of time, please.
Sure. Great. Good afternoon from Ghana, and I'm about to share my screen. Great. So, my name is Ridima Salami Okekale, founder Megas AI. Megas AI is a secure chat service that allows you to have access to qualified medical help, leveraging chat platforms like WhatsApp and Telegram. It's much easy and very accessible, just like sending a message to a friend in another room. Okay. So the real problem you're trying to solve is this. Imagine over the weekend, you had a thing with your partner, and today is Thursday, that's after 4 days, you started seeing some signs in your own body pointing to the fact that there is an issue. Let's say you are sporting. In Africa, what we do is that because we feel very shy to open up about our sexual reproductive health, chances are that you will do one of these three things, right? You are either going to talk to a trusted friend and pray that they don't betray you, or you would go to a pharmacy, and that is where your self-medication journey begins, or you are likely to consult the spiritual route, and because of guilt and all that, you wouldn't be able to navigate this problem correctly. So with Megas AI, all you have to do is to send hi to WhatsApp and open up about your real issue, and then medical help is available for you right from WhatsApp at a fee. Good. The market size in Africa is largely 600 million people in Africa don't have access to basic healthcare service, and with regards to that, we are leveraging e-health to solve that problem. And in that space alone, we are talking about 2.8 billion market size, and then with a compound annual growth rate of 23.4. In Ghana alone, we have like $131 million locked in that digital health market. And every day, we have like 1,152,600 million people who have STIs. And largely, we have 10.1 million people on WhatsApp. That is the more reason why we are trying to use WhatsApp to help spread the access of quality medical care. Traction. So since we launched less than a year ago, we're almost getting to a year. We have like 1,000 customer engagements. We've been able to go into 3 partnerships. We've won UNICEF Digital Innovation Awards, been to schools, NGOs, and we've done a couple of work with institutions in Ghana. Our team largely has like 3 founders. Philip Patram, who's also on the call, he's a biomedical scientist like myself before. And we have Ruda Esnambad, who is a medical doctor. And the rest of the team are all healthcare professionals and project managers and all, as you can see from the screen. So on the screen right now, I just realized today that myself and the other founders have actually been together for the past 6 years. We've actually been to the same school. So our ask, we are seeking partners, sponsors, and investors to expand this digital solution across Africa, because the problem is not limited to Ghana. It's something that we've experienced all across Africa. Okay. So you can experience the service so far by the link, and you can always reach out to us. Thank you.
Thank you, Salami. Can you all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes, I can hear
Okay.
you.
Well, sorry about the breakout time I had. There was just some internet reception issues. Okay. Okay, over to the judges, please. Thank you, Salami, for that insight.
Megas AI. Are you a Ghanaian?
Yes, we are.
You're a Ghanaian?
Yes, largely we are. Myself, I have a Nigerian background as well.
Okay, I'm curious that Nigerians, we should not see that data on the STI. You know, the Nigerian and Ghana. You know, we hug it online, but we love ourselves offline, right? Okay, this is a beautiful one. This is a beautiful one. And first, do you have MVP? What is the MVP life?
It's live, sir.
Okay, any active users?
Yeah, we have so far since launch we have like 1,000 plus engagements.
Okay, so let's look at it. For December, what was your MAU, your monthly active users? How many monthly active users do you have in December alone? 40, and all from Ghana, right?
Yeah, all from Ghana.
And region in Ghana.
All over Ghana, actually, except for the Northern Belt.
Okay. And I like the fact that you're niche down to sexual health. Is that what we call it?
Thank you.
Is that what we call it? Sexual health?
Yeah, sexual health.
Okay, or reproductive health. Okay, I like that you're niche down to that, right? But first off, have you ever heard of the statement, "Do not Google your symptoms"?
Yes. We are health workers, so we have that. We know that.
Oh, you've heard of "Do not Google your symptoms"?
Yes, it will lead you astray. Basically, in the health sector, you don't just use symptoms to address your case. You need other forms of checks too. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you. Now, because of this, I don't want to, waste time on this because, time is not our friend. So because of this, what are the steps you guys are looking to put in place to see that the data that you're going to collect, right, to train your model on are actually accurate so that it's not giving out, wrong information to its users?
Okay, so first of all, before we began this project, we had to go in and we had to do data autopsy. As you look at our panel, we had a lot of medical practitioners on the board. So we had to ask questions, and with our medical backgrounds, we had to answer them. Aside the fact that I'm working in the field with Synlab Ghana and also West Africa and Wara and also Ghana, I have access to medical doctors. We also have medicals on the board who have experience with most cases. So we literally had to enter the database manually for the beginning. And we also had our counterparts to scrutinize the data as we enter the system. That is how come we are sure that. Aside the fact that we have that, we also have doctors on board that actually give one-on-one sessions with the clients when they join the chatbot, so that we know that whatever is going on is actually a medical accurate healthcare and not just something from the internet.
Okay, which of you currently has the domain expertise to build out this technology? Which of you is an AI engineer or machine learning engineer?
I am the AI engineer.
Okay, you are the AI engineer. Okay, nice. So how do you plan to fine-tune this particular model to reduce latency?
Okay, great. Reducing latency actually has little to do with fine-tuning. Reducing latency has to do with compute per each endpoint call to the module, right? So with that, we are planning on migrating entirely onto a compute resource that is customized from AWS, like cloud, like a optimized service on cloud using AWS, so that we can quickly respond to queries that are coming in and coming out.
Okay, so are you trying to leverage something like Hugging Face?
So our data that we've collected, we've trained it and we've deployed it. Currently, our model is actually hosted on Hugging Face, but because of compute costs, we are not able to.
I understand. All right then. Okay, since it's also sexual health, what are the content filtering, right? Because also I know that you're obviously going to red team before you launch, right? To make sure that your model is actually adhering to responsible AI principles, right? So what are the content filtering methodologies you're looking at to make sure that your AI is actually, ethical?
Great. So in Ghana, as it stands, we are still passing a legislation around the issue of LGBTQ. So we are very careful around that issue when it as a marker in the data we are collecting, and then we're also filtering out PIIs from the data. So, example, your name, your age, and all that. We are taking all those out when we are fine-tuning the module.
Sorry, I can't hear you. Just need to be sure. Is it from my end, please? Can anyone else hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you. So
go ahead.
Yeah. So I was saying that when it comes to filtering of data for fine-tuning or for model outputting, we ensure that cases around LGBTQ or plus are handled extensively by our medical team. And also, we also ensure that we are consciously deleting, right, PIIs or information that would trace directly to a particular client when we are fine-tuning our model. So with that, we are very much rest assured that our model will not in any way mention anybody's name or give out anybody's name.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. Let me give room for the other judges to ask questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge AC. Thank you, Salami, for sharing the insights. Next judge, please.
No questions for me. Good presentation.
No questions.
Thank you.
Okay, Daniel, over to you.
I think Mr. Paul, is he still here with us?
I think he just mentioned no questions from him, right?
Okay. Jamaica that said no question.
Okay. Okay, Judge Paul, can we have your own feedback?
I think it's a fine idea. HealthTech is something that we need in this country, we need in all over Africa, because it can actually allow people to reach out to and get medical help, and and I like the fact that you can do it, with your privacy and confidential matters, sensitive matters in tech. So I think it's a good one, and I think this thing they should do more, and they should I don't know. I think they will go places. So yes, I've seen your pitch. I've seen the pitch deck. I think I like what I'm seeing, and I'm wishing you guys the very best. Yeah.
Thank you. And
Thank you.
Yeah, and I also like to ask for mentorship as well. But thank you.
Mentorship, okay.
As well, yeah.
Okay. I would recommend that Judge Essay, he has been very open with mentorship and actually counseling here in this room, and like he normally says, I'll borrow that word. He does it easy peasy. So you have his mentorship and can always reach out to him. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Next person.
You can stop sharing your screen now. All right, where to work? Are you still with us?
Sorry about that.
Okay, great.
Can you all hear me?
We can.
Thank you so much. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, can I start?
Go ahead.
Please go ahead.
Thank you. Imagine this. You're a C-suite executive, overwhelmed with business stress, and no time to focus on the bigger picture, business growth. Now, let's imagine the solution. A dedicated, world-class, cloud-based executive assistant at your fingertips, streamlining everything. This solution is Where to Work Virtually. I greet you all judges, panelists, audience at large. My name is Wetu Gumete, and I'm the founder of Where to Work Virtually. Where to Work is a cloud-based recruitment company specializing in pairing C-suite executives based in the US with South Africa's top executive assistant who are skilled, professional, and ready to help you dominate the global market. Here's the problem we're solving for. Time, the most valuable commodity, yet executives lose up to 32 hours a week on tasks that can and should be delegated. From managing complex schedules, priority emails, and coordinating meetings and coordinating projects, our EAs offer the kind of support that gives executives the edge. But here's what makes us different. We deliver exceptional talent at a fraction of the cost without compromising on competence and quality. Our hiring process is fast. We can place talent within 21 days or less, saving executives up to 75% of their hiring time. Where to Work doesn't just save our clients time, we transform executives' administrative processes. Our EAs buy into executives' missions, exceed professional expectation, and live by the Where to Work mission, saving our clients time so they can focus on the bigger picture. Our business model is simple. Month-to-month contracts tailored at the level of each business need, whether it's entry-level, mid-level, or senior-level support that you need, we've got you covered. We offer cutting-edge solution, cloud-based solution, enterprise-grade security, and we're set up for scale with AI tools. Where to Work Virtually isn't just a service, it's a mission, it's a movement. It's about tapping into untapped potential and setting them up in the global market while helping busy executives thrive and creating economic empowerment. We're not just asking for an investment, we're inviting you to join in our mission to redefine business and talent acquisition. Where to Work Virtually and together, work with us, as Where to Work Virtually, and together we'll build a $1 million story, one executive and one administrator at a time. I thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Wetu Gumede. Did I call your name correctly? Oh,
correct.
You're so pretty.
Thank you.
Well,
thank you very much.
Judges, over to you. Over to you. The judges, please.
Brilliant clarity. Like,
thank you so much.
Audible, you were clear, you were straight to the point. But I'm not sure I heard your ask. Maybe it was my bad. What was your ask?
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, I didn't let you finish.
What was your ask? Your ask. How much are you looking to raise?
We're actually looking to raise 21 US dollars, which roughly translate to about 400,000 rands. So it's a little bit different for us in terms of asking it from family and friends. We will be reaching out to angel investors.
Okay. And are there currently any angels you're talking to?
Yes, we actually are. We're talking to somebody called Cleona Kunene from the JSE here in South Africa, and she is putting us in contact with some angel investors. We've been speaking to her since late last year.
Okay, I like the fact that you're already in talks with angels, and you're already in talks with people that want to make warm intros or cold intros for you to angel investors. You say you want to raise 21K USD, right?
Yes, sir.
How much runway would that give you?
So that would actually give us a lot of runway. We could operate for almost 10 months without needing any more booster. At the moment, we are trying to operate as lean as possible because our advantage is the fact that because we're working with US or trying to work with US-based companies, what that gives us is our rand is a little bit weaker. So we don't need that many clients to be able to break even or to make good profits. So getting something like 400,000 can last us almost a year without needing to, in terms of our plans, without needing to go for another round of seed.
Okay. I would want to believe that you have your financial model ready, and
Yes, I do.
you already have your operational expenses and capital expenditures already,
Yes.
right? So
Yes,
what's going to be your capital expenditure? What's your capex?
Can I please just pull out my budget? I'm a little bit nervous, so I don't want to lie to you in terms of my numbers. I'll stop sharing. Oh, I can even share my screen. I'm not embarrassed of that.
I would not want to exhaust time. Let me just tell you, 21K is too small, right? Because angels will give you that and take a large chunk of your equity, and you're going to get your hands burnt in your full round. And investors would not like that on your cap table, right? When an angel is taking about 25 to 30%, on your cap table, right? Or, of your equity. Do you understand?
Yes.
So
Yes.
if you know that you have access to angels, right?
Yes.
I would not suggest that you do 21K. I would suggest that you're looking at 100K to 150K, right? And if you may think now that you want to work lean until you're operational, then you realize that there are a lot of things you have to cover up, right? As time actually goes on, right? And you need an extended runway because you need to make sure you have enough money before your next round of funding, right? And I know at the early stage, people get very excited and say, "Oh, I don't think we need this much money." Oh, okay, start and you see. Yeah, start and you see, and you need to also understand how the West operates. The reason why you see all of these big valuations everywhere and the unicorns, the billion-dollar valuations and whatnot, it's not really because of revenue. It's actually because of the fundraising, right? So fundraising is actually a good way to get a good valuation, right? And do you currently have a valuation for your company?
I'm sorry,
Does your
I
company
missed
have a valuation? What's the valuation of your startup?
We currently don't have a valuation.
Good, good. I want you to remain that way. And to a couple of you that are still at the pre-seed and seed stage, please pay attention to this. I want you guys no valuation, right? So that you're able to raise, and when you're able to get good milestones and traction moving on, you're not able to have a proper valuation and raise a proper price round, right? Moving on. Do you understand? So that you don't have a valuation now and an investor takes a large chunk of your company, right? And you're just working, to return, to feed that.
I just lost
Judge,
the
I
audio.
see that.
I lost you.
Yeah, we lost him.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, wait, moving on, please.
Judge, I see that.
Okay, can I talk?
Yes, please.
Okay, wait to nice presentation. Nice presentation. I need to remark on that because I think you had one of the clearest presentations thus far. Another thing I really want you to look at is as much as you want to say so many things are pretty nice to hear it would be good to be able to play a lot around data. Your presentation didn't have much of data in its breakdown. It was more of your USP and your ideologies that were so play around a lot of data, so it makes it easier to be able to get the buy-ins of any investor that wants to come in. So I think it's one of the key things I just noted in your presentation. But beyond it, it's a very good presentation, and I must congratulate you for that.
Thank you very much for the feedback. I've definitely noted that. Am I losing audio?
Hi.
Okay, thank
can I
you.
go?
Yes, please.
Umede, did I pronounce that correctly?
Yes.
Well done. Among all the startup founders who have pitched so far, I kind of like your energy. There's that positivity, that smile, like, I got this, I'll do this. And it's nice. I like the fact that you're smiling, even as you were getting this feedback from the judges. Kudos, well done. And
it's because she's a female.
Oh, women supporting women. I see. All right. But it's good because sometimes it is just these little things that moves an investor, right? So if we're actually sitting, physically in the place, it could just be that smile, it could just be that energy, that aura around you. And I'm like, because sometimes, investment is not really, for everybody, it's not really about the product, but the individual, right? So an investment is actually on you and your team. We're saying we trust you, you can do this, you can get it done and all that. So yeah, that's on the side. And I also like the industry you're playing in, because what I would like it or not, small or big, we all have these recruitment challenges. Getting talent on board, other bigger companies taking up your talent. So it is a need. I don't know if I saw that on the slide, the market share, but it is a very big problem where people lose talent and they need to get new support. So I think you are playing the right field and you are doing a great job. And I think it is something, that I would really want to encourage you. You can always take the feedback. You can learn, like SA is saying, you could maybe ask more, you could do. But if you have my personal advice, right, beyond the fact that I'm not a fan of everybody needs to raise, right? I've been in that path before. If you can't survive without raising funds, if you can bootstrap and get it done, right? But if you need the money because you need that runway, you need to survive, your team needs all of that, good, fine. But focus on the value that you offer, to your customers. And when people see value in what you do, that is what will sustain the company and the length. We've seen companies who have raised 1 million, 2 million, 5 million, and at the end of the day, at the pack up, we work, for example, and so many other ones I don't want to mention. So I think it's a good thing. It's a good feed. You didn't mention your team. Beyond you, do you have other persons in the team?
No, it's actually myself and my husband.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Yes, is your husband on this call? Is he there with you?
No, he's not on the call.
That's good.
Today,
Men are very nice and supportive partners. So it's not just a woman thing. So yeah, so keep it up. But beyond yourself and your husband, there's a point you need to have other people, because as you grow, the demands will be more and you need more persons to be on the team. So work on your team and keep on learning, and I'm sure you guys will go places. Well done.
Thank you. At the moment, we know at what revenue. So once we reach a certain threshold in terms of our revenue, we're going to do our first hire, which will be our social media manager. Our second hire will then be our HR specialist, and then we will go over to an executive assistant. So we've got the breakdown of when we're going to be hiring each critical team member.
Awesome. I wish you guys all the best. And please keep us posted. If there's a way, Daniel, there's a way we could follow some of these startups, their journey, so that by the time we see them a year later, we'll say, oh, I met this lady when they were at this point, and this is where they are. We'll celebrate together.
Exactly. That is the goal in creating the WhatsApp group.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Waithu. That's been an insightful point you've actually shared there. Thank you, George Paul. Daniel, who's speaking next?
Octopus Nigeria, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Precious Saints. Okay, great. Octopus.
Yeah, so give me a moment to share my screen.
Oh, your name is Precious, and we have Precious Saints.
Yes, of course. Yeah. Okay, so
Most everybody.
Yeah, we can still hear you. Octopus, are you here? Precious Tom. Okay, so Precious Saints, are you here? While we wait. Okay. Gashen, are you here?
Hello, yes, I'm there.
Okay, great. Please go ahead, Gashen.
For sure.
can you see my slides?
Not yet.
Okay. How about now?
Yes, we can see. Oh, this is Precious Tom. Okay, so Gashen, you have to hold on for a bit, please.
That is Precious Tom.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
Precious, please go ahead.
Oh, okay. I thought you asked me to hold on. Okay. Let me reshare then. Please let me know if you can see my slide.
Yes, we can see your slide.
Awesome. So my name is Precious Tom. I am a second-time founder, and I'm currently building Octopus, which is an affiliated product owned by Pandas Grow. Imagine this. A freelancer in Lagos needs to accept payment in USD from a client in New York but does not have a US bank account. Or a small business owner in Nairobi wants to integrate crypto payments but face a clunky process. Or is it a young professional in Johannesburg who wants to save in stablecoin but is wary of trust and complexity? The crypto of today is quite complex. It's like a puzzle with missing pieces, fragmented, complex, and intimidating to an average user. There's also, of course, the factor of high fees, slow transaction, and of course, limited real-world application that creates barrier that stops crypto from being a game changer that it needs to be. In fact, this industry needs a revolution, and that is where we come in. Allow me to introduce Octopus, which is a one-time platform that makes crypto works for everyone, everywhere. With Octopus, users can send and receive payments globally, save securely and invest in stable coins with a fair return, spend crypto like cash with a virtual and physical card, and integrate crypto payment effortlessly into their businesses using our checkout systems. Our platform bridges the gap between the digital world and the traditional system. And we're not just solving part of them, we're solving all of them. Where we approach this crypto solution as a one in all for payment, saving, and investment. We also facilitate accessibility and speed. Of course, we also prioritize security, which means you can trust us enough to approach to design user first. This is pretty much to make crypto affordable, effortless, and impactful. And in our started this project December 2024. And in just 1 month, we've already built a community of over 4,500 eager users on our waitlist. We've launched our website, we built partnerships, we've earned recognition as the finalist in Tsunami Venture Cohort 6. And because of all of these accomplishments, we have also sort of earned the media's attention. This is an opportunity that is massive, and in an opportunity like this, where we have over 560 million crypto global users, over $290 trillion cross-border payments market, and over 55% of yearly growth in Web3 adoption, our simple vision is to onboard 10 million users by 2028, and also to generate $250 million ARR by 2030. We're raising $1.5 million to scale our operation, enhance our technology, and build a 1 billion transaction monthly process. This is sort of a chance to come on this journey with me to change the way people view crypto as the future, because I don't think crypto is anymore the future, but it's now. And with Octopus, we're making sure no one gets left behind. So please come on this journey with me. Thank you.
Great.
Wow.
Please go ahead.
Well, congratulations, Tom, on what you're building with Octopus.
Oh, are you still presenting? We kind of lost you. I thought you had finished.
I have finished. I stopped sharing. Thank you, Mr. Essie.
Brilliant.
Go ahead, Essie.
Octopus. I'm curious. Was that name inspired by that octopus ball? There was this World Cup. Was it the World Cup or something? What inspired that name? Was that octopus? Sadly, you actually break.
Octopus and animal have a limbs that have its mind of its own, which sort of inspires. Yeah, can you hear me better now?
Yeah, it's breaking, but
can you hear me
go
better
for it.
now?
Go for it.
Okay. Yeah, so octopus has its limbs that has its mind of its own. If detached from the body, it still can grip tighter, it still can act as if it's attached to its body. It gives off this decentralized nature of animal stuff. So what's inspired that name is the decentralized nature of that animal itself, octopus. If you detach the limb, it still works as if it's together, but it's not.
Nice wisdom. Okay, so let's talk about yes, we know that we hear about the buzz on the crypto market. We know that BTC it's in its all-time high and whatnot is bullish, right? And from what I hear you're trying to simplify access to cryptocurrency and the trade of cryptocurrency even through, the layman. That's what you're trying to do, right?
That is correct.
All right. And you're trying to see how even small business owners can actually can seamlessly integrate cryptocurrency as a payment method also.
Very true.
Good. So which geography is your market entry point? Which of the countries are you looking at as your market entry point?
So my market entry point is sort of a global approach, but we're sort of starting with 3 continents. And this is, of course, a daring move, I know, but we're targeting Africa with 7 major countries in it. We're targeting Asia with 2 major countries in it, and we're targeting Europe, the whole of Europe.
I would like to know, which country do you want to start with? Your entry point. Are you starting with Nigeria? Are you starting with Ghana? Are you starting with South Africa? Where do you want to start with? Which of the countries will serve as your launch pad?
My launch pad will be Nigeria.
Okay, good. Good. So that would mean that you are actually aware of the regulatory frameworks around cryptocurrency trading, right?
Yes, I am very much aware.
Okay, but
Yes.
either way, it's actually good news, because the current DG for the Security Exchange Commission is actually a crypto lover. So that means good things are coming to those building in crypto. So that also suggests that you look into the new policies that the SEC, Security Exchange Commission, actually creating to and create an enabling environment for cryptocurrency solutions, right? And you say you're looking to raise 1.5 million USD.
Precious Tom, are you there?
Yes, that is correct.
Good. How much of that will go for
Yes, I
infrastructure?
am. That is correct. I'm looking to raise 1.5 million.
Good. How much of that fund will go for licensing
Infrastructure
and
will take infrastructure will take 30% of that money. The other part of the money, which is 70%, will be splitted across marketing, liquidity, and licenses.
what does it licensing being the very first and most important thing? How much will it cost, to get the license?
So because we have a part of us that handles investment, which means we would need licenses like SEC, as well as, of course, the other licenses that regulate financial services. It will give us approximately 20 to 25% of the amount we raise to cover for all of these licenses combined.
All right. So if licenses will take 25%, infrastructure will take 30%. If my maths is good, that's already 55% gone for infrastructure and licensing, right? So where does personnel come in? Does that mean that the team we currently have in place is well suited to actually drive this solution? You're not looking to hire any key personnel, and you guys are not looking to pay yourselves.
So I'm going to have, that is correct. Because of the projection we have in place, we should be profitable in about 18 months. And in the span of 18 months, we do not look to pay ourselves so ambiguously, which would mean whatever we have as the other remnant of what we've spent on licenses and on the other funds, then we can sustain ourselves for 18 months till we break profit.
Okay, nice. So that means 1.5 million will give you an 18-month runway.
Exactly. That is correct.
All right. Thank you very much. That'll be all for now.
Thank you, Judge SG. Thank you, Precious Tom. Any other question from the judges?
I'm good. I think he answered most of the questions I would have asked in the course of his interrogation with Essay, so I'm good.
Okay. In absence of questions, Daniel, do we still have any other person to present?
Yeah, we still have three more to present. Paul, are you still here with us? I know you will say you want to run.
Yeah, I'm supposed to run by 2 p.m. But if you say you just have one more, maybe I could stretch a bit. But I need to jump on a
No, we
meeting.
have three more actually.
I'm afraid I
Just let me confirm. Geshen is here. The light candles, are you here? Waste Mart, are you here? Yeah, I can see Peter from Waste Mart. Light candles, I can't see.
Hello, Daniel. I'm here. Ahmed Adam from Kershaw.
Yeah.
Hello,
Yes,
Daniel.
yes,
Where's
I
my...
know. Okay,
Hello?
great. So we have about three of them to present. So Mr. Paul, go ahead. Paul, are you here?
Question or Mr. Paul, which of them?
Okay, I will start sharing. Yeah.
Question, please go ahead.
Okay. Do you see my screen
We
now?
can see your screen. Yeah, we can see your screen.
Okay. So hello everybody. My name is Ahmed Adam from Kershaw. I am from Egypt, and our app is gamified goal investment app. So we will start with the problem. The problem in Egypt right now, and there is similar markets like Egypt, like Nigeria, Kenya, and a lot of countries in Africa and Middle East. The problem is the loss of savings and the declining the purchasing power due to the high inflation and the loss of purchasing power. So in Egypt, the last year, 27% the inflation and the purchasing power for the Egyptian pound lost 70% of its power. Also, the inflation rate always higher than the deposit interest rate from the banks. So if the people try to save their money through the bank deposits or the bank's certificates, it will also lose its value. Also, the statistics we gathered from Egypt, there is 73% of people in Egypt have no financial knowledge, and only 27% have a financial knowledge in investing and saving habits. So we choose mutual funds. So why we are choosing mutual funds? First of all, diversification. We can diverse our investment in the mutual funds from stocks, gold, bonds, also real estate. Affordability, we can invest in mutual funds as low as $1 in the equivalent of Egyptian pound. And professional management, every mutual fund have a professional manager that has to decide whether and the best decision for the investment of the mutual fund. Also, the liquidity, we anyone that investment in mutual fund can liquidate their money easily, and this is not happening in the real estate. If I purchase a real estate or purchase a long-term certificate. So our solution is a goal-based investment app. We have a diversified mutual funds option, and we introduced flexible strategies that suit all the users' risk tolerance. So how it works? This is actually from our MVP. It's not launched yet, but this is screens from our MVP. The user entered the app, fund his account with the money, create his goal, whether he want to purchase a new apartment, a new laptop, a new mobile, then choosing his strategy, his investment strategy. And before he choose his investment strategy, he take a questionnaire or a risk assessment to know how risk tolerance the user is. And that's it. he start and we calculate his when will he get to his goal through the investment strategy he will choose. So our market opportunity, we calculated our market opportunity in Egypt only right now. So our TAM is $8.7 billion. This is only in Egypt, and our SAM 4.7 billion, and we are targeting only 1%, a $47 million in Egypt in the next 2 years. So we understand our competition in Egypt, and there is a lot of competitor in this services. We have an Azmut Invest, Thunder, and Mentham, but we have all we have the advantage above all our competitors. We have a no financial knowledge required and a goal based and diversification of investment, and also we introduced a new thing, a flexible investment strategy that combined a lot of mutual funds for a more diversification. So our revenue streams, first of all, we our revenue stream is from transaction based commission. We take a commission from each transaction happened through the app. A net interest margin. This is a partnership between us and the mutual funds providers. We take a cut from the revenue of the mutual funds itself, and the overnight interest, the uninvested money in the app, we take an overnight interest from it from the Central Bank of Egypt. Also, a partnership with merchants. We will introduce a partnership with merchants. So for example, if someone want to buy a mobile phone, we have a partnership with a vendor, and he will get a discount, say for 5%, and we will take a cut from this discount. So meet the team. I am Ahmed Sharaf, the CEO and founder of Korshin. I am a technical security consultant at IBM. Mahmoud Al Fattah, he is a double majored in software engineering and Bachelor of Law. And Sharif Al-Bili is a co-founder and design consultant, and Karim Adel is software engineer. So our traction, we just launched our website, and we have a 120 plus joined on our waiting list. And our ask for the current stage is the 100K for the pre-seeding fund. It's mainly around the regulations and market research validation, and also the BCI compliance for our app. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Ahmed, for leading us through the insights of representation. Judge Essay, over to you.
Yeah, a brilliant pitch, brilliant pitch. So, in one line, what you're doing is saving and investments made easy, right?
Exactly. Yes.
That's what you're doing,
Yes.
right? Who is your target market? What demographic is your target market?
So currently, we are targeting Gen Z and Gen Y. So from age around 17 to 35, this is
Awesome.
our age. And for the demographics, we are targeting now in Egypt, and we when we are success in Egypt, we want to expand in the Middle East and Africa.
Excellent, excellent. So now that you've been able to hack your target market, because that's a brilliant target market, right? Gen Zs and Gen Ys are actually looking into smart savings, right? They're not looking into just putting money in the bank and leaving it to growth, right? Good. So now that means when they save, you're going to suggest a diversified portfolio of investments, right?
Yes.
Where they could invest in different instruments like bonds, ETFs, and whatnot.
Stocks, bonds, ETFs, also gold and real estate mutual funds.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Would there be education as an add-on service?
Like what?
Education, financial education.
No,
yes, as an add-on service.
So we will provide our resources for education, but our main it to make it easiest for the people who with no financial knowledge. So we are targeting people with no financial knowledge in the first place, but we also will provide an educational resources.
So that means your messaging will just be they should save to invest, but they are not going to get as much knowledge as to what they're investing in. Would you guys be the one making those investment decisions on behalf of these users?
Yes, we will do that. This in on behalf of the customers we have, or on behalf of the users. But
Okay.
they will know exactly what their money is invested in.
Okay. Okay, there's something like that in Nigeria. They're doing quite well, right? It's called Piggy Vest. Maybe you should look into that.
Okay.
Piggy Vest, Piggy and Vest, Piggy Vest,
Sure.
right? And there are a couple of there's also Ladder, there's LADDA, there's Ladder, there's Bamboo and whatnot. But yeah, this is a very brilliant solution, and it has there's a lot of room for it to fly, right? But what is the current market in Egypt? What's the total population in Egypt?
We are currently 120 million population in Egypt.
Okay, what's the percentage of youths?
Of youth, around 40%, around 60% youth.
Awesome, awesome. Have you raised any prior funding, or you guys have been bootstrapping all along?
We are bootstrapping from the beginning, from the mobile app and partnerships. We are currently have a partnership with Arab African International Bank, and
Okay.
also with an financial firm. It's based in Italy and have an office in Egypt called Azimuth. We have a partnership also with Azimuth and the Arab African International Bank.
Okay, so currently your MVP is not live, but you already have a working prototype, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, and you're already in talks for strategic partnerships.
Exactly, yes.
All right. So what is that current need that is not cash wise that you currently need to take you from point A to point B?
First of all, we need a legal advice. The regulation in Egypt is tough a little bit, so we need a legal advices. We need a mentorship in the legalities and the regulations, and also in terms also to expand through the region. Uh, Also, we need more developers. We have an excellent developers in the team, but we also need to expand this.
Okay. So you also need support with go-to-market.
And that go-to-market strategy, we have developed an go-to-market strategy, but we also needed support in this.
Awesome. 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 What you're doing is actually awesome. You're raising 100K, right?
Yes, and the pre-seed stage, yeah.
At what valuation?
We currently didn't put a valuation for our startup,
Okay.
but we are seeking in valuation to evaluate our startup.
Nice. So what instrument are you using to raise this?
So we are currently approaching an angel investors in Egypt currently. We approach an incubator in Oman, and we are doing great right now.
Okay. Okay, nice. Nice. Most angel investors will want to go the route of convertible notes, and some of them are already getting acquainted with safe notes. So just, study the financial instruments that you want to use, the financial vehicle you want to use to raise, so that you don't get your hands burned. But that's also the reason why you're on this demo day, right? So that you get the guidance and the mentorship that you need, take you from point A to point B, right?
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
reach out, feel free to reach out so that you get one or two guidelines to,
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you, Ahmed. Thank you. Let's see. Daniel, do we still have Precious Scent? Is she ready? Precious Scent. Is Precious Scent on board?
I'm speaking now.
You can stop sharing your screen now, Ahmed.
Okay, sure.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
I wondered if Mr. Maker or Paul Otoro had any input.
No comment from here. All good. Well done.
No comments.
Okay, great. Thank you. Okay. Precious Sense.
Okay. Good afternoon. Good day, everyone.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I don't have a screen to share. I will just say from. I will just say it verbally. Sorry. Okay, so
Please go ahead.
my name is Precious Ogbewo, and I'm the founder of What We Do Here. We aim to redefine the world of niche fragrance by combining artistry, sustainability, and cutting-edge technology for every individual. So,
I am unable
hear
to hear
me?
you clearly. Can you be more audible,
Her
please?
network is, yeah.
Okay, I said my name is Precious Ogbewo. I'm the founder of Precious Scents, and what we do at our company, we sell and market perfumes in general. So our vision is to become the go-to fragrance brand for design customers seeking exclusivity, quality, and a personal connection to their scents. And I believe you all use perfume actually. Everyone seated here has a unique brand that they use. So I'm excited to share how we plan to change the perfume industry with our approach. Firstly, the perfume industry is a multi-billion-dollar market with a lot of options available to consumers. And most of the time, people really find it difficult choosing the fragrance for themselves. So this is where we come in place. This is where we come to change the narrative and change the perspective. So what we offer a distinctive personalized package to fragrance. We provide a selection of niche perfumes carefully selected to cater to the unique tastes and preferences of every individual. Our main focus actually is for the connection with your fragrance because I believe is perfume talks more about you, like it talks about your inner self, so your ability to express yourself outwardly with the perfume. So our target audience, we are looking at affluent individuals, fragrance enthusiasts, and also gift shoppers. So people who are willing to invest in quality and unique products, unique perfumes are our target audience. Thank you. Hello?
Thank you, Precious. Thank you, Precious. Thank you. Thank you for that explanation. Judge Emeka, Judge Paul, do you guys have anything to say?
Can you guys hear me?
Questions for her? Yeah. Yeah, we can.
Precious.
Yes.
I think your name and your brand is the same.
Yes.
Right? Okay, so so your business, is it a startup or an SME?
Growing
SME.
level. Growing.
I can't hear you clearly. Is it a startup or an SME?
It's an SME.
Okay. So what part of your process is tech-enabled?
We hope to like with time we websites where people can shop for their perfumes. So from the comfort of their home. Thank you. Bye.
You have a platform where people can
Yeah,
I just want to be sure it's only from my end. Our voice is actually breaking. Is it just from my end?
Yeah, the reception is not so good from her own end.
Network, my network is bad.
Yeah, the reception is not so good.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Please, because of time, can we move ahead?
Okay.
Yes, we can move ahead since they will all be looked up into the mentorship group.
All right, thank you. The lights can do. Are you here? Waste Mart, Zambia.
Good afternoon. Hello, can you hear me?
You're on.
Am I audible enough?
Very much.
Okay, thank you so much. So I'm about to start. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, yes, go
Hello?
ahead, please.
Okay, thank you. About 60% of the population in Zambia live in poverty. In the rural communities, the rate is as high as 28%. And as such, women and girls cannot afford sanitary pad which cost as much as $2 per packet. This limits them to their access to basic human rights and contributes to the rates of period poverty. Did you know that a woman uses about 11,400 single-use sanitary pads in a year and 11,400 in a lifetime? Imagine the colossal impact it has on the environment. Grace is among the over 2 million women based in Lusaka alone that produce 1,200 tons of waste every year. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Winjina Kamba, founder and CEO of Westmart Zambia, a social enterprise that is manufacturing high-quality, cost-effective, reusable sanitary pads. Our total addressable market is 2.3 million, comprising of benchmarked potential product users, and our target market is 0.3 million, comprising of NGOs, government agencies, and middle to high income earners. Our revenue, we make direct sales and indirect sales. So our customers buy our sanitary pads. They also subscribe to our health solution system. Competition, our pads are cost effective, eco-friendly. One can use them up to 3 to 5 years, depending on how they use them. Market validation, how big is our market? Our products are certified by the Zambia Bureau of Standards. We have partnered with quite a number of organizations, NGOs, government stakeholders that are buying the products from us for distribution in different schools. Our team, so we have Mwamba, who is our marketing and control, myself, Mwinji Nakamba, who's managing director. We have Lisa, research and development, and Tawani for business growth. Our ask is $18,000 for $7,000 for acquiring high quality machine for producing sanitary pads, $9,000 for capacity building and training of youths, $1,000 to stream our operations and mentorship. Your investment in us will highly contribute to SDG 6, 12, and 13. Thank you.
Thank you, Winji. Thank you so much. Judge Essie, over to you.
Nice. Nice. Congratulations for what you're doing for the girl child and also women in Zambia. Congratulations on that, and thank you for your service. It's beautiful to see that this is a women-led startup, because I see women on your team. So is there a man somewhere?
Okay, so on management we are 4, and then we have so apparently we are working with 10 tellers across the country. We're a community-based enterprise. So we've trained 10 tellers in 4 different parts of our country. That's in Kanyama, Mahoko, Bauleni, and Chawama, where we have our men and women in low-income communities that are helping with manufacturing of the sanitary pads as a source of income-generating activity. So we do have on our team, we do have contracted men that are helping with the sewing of
It's
the
okay.
sanitary pads.
It's okay. I'm not just I'm more interested in the core team, and you the fact that you're women-led startup means that there are more opportunities for you to grow, right? So that means you're gonna have a lot of support moving forward, right? As a women-led startup, because we're tweeting towards the part where we're supporting. There's more support out there for women-led startups. But now let's go into the intricacies of your business. I want you to put on your numbers cap because I'll be asking some interesting questions. So first, how much does one of the parts cost? How much?
Okay, is
What
it
is
okay if I so what one pack? Hello?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay,
What's your
so a
selling
pack
point?
of just leave it here. Our one pack of sanitary pads cost about $2 US.
$2. So what's your unit economics? How much? What's your unit economics? How much does it you spend to make one? And how much would you spend to make 100?
Okay, so if we are making one cost about that's like a one US dollar. And then if I'm making 100, I need to do back my math. So you multiply that by 100.
So that means you have a profit margin of 100%.
Yes, sir.
Markup.
So
So you have
currently we are producing 24,560 for one of our local NGOs. So they're making distribution in different schools, so they're getting them in batches. So far we have given the released, rather delivered over 10,000.
okay, nice, beautiful. So now you want to raise about $18,000, right? And I see that one of the major reason why you want to be able to buy machines to optimize your production, right?
Yes, sir. So we've
So
been
now,
having challenges with
so when you buy that machine, when you have those equipments on ground, right? What would it cost? How much would it save you? Now you currently produce one part for $1. How much will that machine reduce that cost of production? To what percentage would it be?
Okay, so the challenge we've had has been quality control has been one of the major challenges that I have been having. So in terms, if that machine is procured, meaning we're going to have good quality sanitary pads all the way around. And then in terms of reduction on reduction on the cost of it to actually reduce by 50% because we are paying so much the people that we are subcontracting.
Okay, so now currently what quantity did you produce last year? Let's start with that. 2024 was the total.
In 2024, we made about 30,000. So we started around, we were in an incubator program that had made us a little bit like stew. So we resumed in around September. So from September to December, we made over 30,000 reusable sanitary pads.
Awesome. Now,
Made and sold.
if you have this machine, this equipment, at what percentage would that increase production?
Okay, so with the machine that we want to inquire, it's able to make 5,000 in an hour.
Okay.
Like 5,000 pads in an hour. So this will mean would have enough even for our local markets, because currently the issue that we've been having, the major challenge has been in terms of production, as the sanitary pad is so much on demand in my country. So we have also partnered with a few government stakeholders, but then it's still taking us back because we are low on production. In as much as we want to put them in different stores, such as ShopRite, Pick and Pay, different pharmacies, but we are unable to do that because of low production.
Okay, sorry. So this is going to be my last question so that I give room for the other judges, right? So since it's a reusable sanitary pad, right?
Yes.
What is going to be your customers' frequency of purchase? When they buy
So
one,
every
for how long can they use that before they have to buy another?
Okay. So one can use a sanitary pad up to 3 to 5 years, depending on how they use them. So
3 to what?
the sanitary, depending on how one uses it.
3 to what? I want to confirm that. Is it years
Oh yeah.
or time?
No. 3 to 5 years, depending on
Yes.
how we use it. So we've also had our pads certified with the Zambia Bureau of Standards. Reason they're actually on the market. So when you ask me of how much can one buy the sanitary pad? How often do they buy them? So every day, every minute, we have different menstruators that are coming to join us. We also have different people that are reaching menopause. So we have customers, and ideally, we want to ensure that everyone is able to have our sanitary pad because one, it's eco-friendly, as in it's biodegradable. Currently, we are fighting issues of climate change in my country. We have drought in the country because of climate change. So in an effort to reduce waste on our environment, we are advocating for women from all walks of life to switch to a sanitary pad that is not only good for their body, but is also good for the environment.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Over to the next judges.
Okay. Nice presentation. I want to ask, what's your raw material?
So we have waterproof layout, absorbent layout. So our pads come in different, just share the slide. Yeah. So our pads come in different sizes and different fabrics. Though maybe if you could have maybe some time just to go through our socials, you would see that we have different types of prints. So we have the Viv, we're calling them Viv reusable sanitary pads. So we have the Viv floral that has some lovely prints. And then we have the Viv plain, like the ones that on the slide. So we have the waterproof layout that prevents one from messing their underwear. And then the absorbent layout is the one that sucks the blood. So one doesn't mess up themselves as they are working and doing their daily works.
Do you have any biodegradable elements in your production? Do you have any biodegradable elements in your production?
Yes. So everything is biodegradable, from the sanitary pads to the packaging. Even the packs, though this was like an old slide, I should have shown the current, like how we've done the packaging. So we have, kindly come up. So this is how our pack looks like here. So even the packaging is not plastic, but it's biodegradable. It's made out of boxes. So everything is biodegradable. The sanitary pads, they do decompose, even the packaging itself.
Okay, fine. I just wanted to get that clarity. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, great. Any other question from the judges? All right, you may stop sharing your screen now.
Sorry, I just want to ask a question.
Okay, please go ahead.
Sorry, what's the name again? What's her name? I'm trying to. The startup is WasteMart, correct?
Yes. WasteMart.
Okay, well done, eh? Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a good one because whether we like it or not, the problem you're trying to solve is a problem that is our reality. It's part of us. We have daughters, we have wives, we have sisters, we have women around us, and they all need these parts. And having parts that are eco-friendly or whatever you are doing now is cool. But there's just that part I wanted to get clarification. There's a place along your slide where you said they could last up to 25 years. Was that an error? That's how it works.
No. It's not an error. So they
can you walk me through that? Because the past that I know. Yeah.
3 to 5 years, not 25.
Okay, 3 to 5.
Yes, sir.
So how is it? Is it sanitary pad that I know of is disposable? How is this one different?
Yeah, so this one is washable. So when you use it, when you're done, you wash, you hang it. When it's about that time, you get it back, like you use it again. So even the material that we use doesn't stain.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, that would be nice. Do you have any product, anyone you've produced already that maybe I could order from Nigeria and let me have a look? Perhaps my wife would like it.
Come again?
Do you have a product already that is out, or is still in the works?
Yes. No. We do have them. They're even on the market.
Okay. Can somebody outside Zambia get it? Like, can I get it from Nigeria here?
Yes, sir. You can. Yes.
So perhaps you'd share the information with me later on how I want to make an order and let me see it for myself. Is that okay?
All right.
All right. Thank you. Well done to you and your team. Good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Wastemat. I was actually listening to the insights to the description of the sanitary pad. As a lady, well, not all ladies would like to rewash their pad because it's kind of messy, It gets messy. Some just, want to just use and just, throw it away, and the idea of a reusable one is economically friendly. It's a friendly thing. It's a friendly thing economically because pad right now is at a very high cost, and not all ladies can afford it. Right now, some ladies are actually using fabrics. Some are using the toilet tissue paper, and pad is pretty much expensive right now in Nigeria. And I really do appreciate what you're saying, but I don't know about, I really need to see it first of all, because ladies want to see it and feel it and know that, okay, this can work. But I've been, fathoming how this pad actually looks like. My screen just went out, but I've been listening to you. It's a good one. And I just hope that young girls in school, okay, the ones coming up definitely will accept it, but the millennials, I don't know if some of them will want to, but it's a good one. I'm not discouraging you, but I know ladies that they use fabrics, okay? They use fabrics, they use their cotton fabrics and they wash it, they hang it, and it's dried up and they still use it again. So well done, okay?
So currently Westmart is also shipping the sanitary pads to Australia, Canada, and parts of Zimbabwe. So the pad is actually very good. It's something that you would also definitely want to use. So in terms of hygiene, the pads don't stain. So what usually happens is you soak them in a little bucket just for about 5 minutes and everything will come out. But of course, you need a bit of soap just to kill that stench, that period stench.
Wow.
So the material we use is actually very, very good.
Wow. So when you have things like very heavy flow, oh my God. Well, I think that's a woman thing. Well, those are things to be considered anyway. But since you said it's a very friendly, usable pad, and it's not a disposable one like that. But for like, how many times can you use one before you dispose it?
It just depends with your flow, just like normal sanitary pads. And then we've also had reports in my country where women are complaining of there's a sanitary pad that's disposable. It's purple in color. So it's giving people an irritation. I'm coming from such a background where I could use sanitary pads and I'll get funny reactions around my girl area. So it's actually the chemicals that we are using. Not so long ago, I came across a document on World Health Organization that was saying statistics of women that get cervical cancer. These are women the ages of 15 to 50. So I'm like, okay, it's still debatable. People say it's the food that we eat that cause cancer and all those things, but I feel also the sanitary pads on the market that have different different aromas. Most people are going for the aroma, different chemicals that they come in with, but our pads have no chemicals in them. And then we also had hospitals buying them from us, like for maternities, for women that have just given birth. So it's
okay.
good.
Fantastic.
All right,
Fantastic.
thank
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Daniel, over to you.
Thank you so much for everyone who have joined the call. In just the next 10 minutes, I'll be calculating the scores and collating them so that we can announce the winner. However, I do have two startups here that are requesting to speak, but we didn't really make provisions for them. And to be honest, I don't really know how to handle that. Okay, so let's do this. Our judges have overstretched their time, and I really, really appreciate them. So in the next 10 minutes, while I collect the results, could you just kindly just share with us 2 minutes, 3 minutes, things to encourage us, just while I collect the results so that we can announce the winner. Thank you.
Okay, Daniel.
Yes, please.
Yes, I didn't get that. I didn't get what you just said. No, sorry.
Okay. I'm trying to collect the results, so I'm asking the judges to just share with us 2-3 minutes, anything they really want to share with us.
Okay, okay.
Let me just start so that I can run off because I'm already behind schedule. So I just want to say
thank you.
Well done to you, Daniel, and your team. I don't know if I get the name correctly. Ami, oh, sorry.
Yes.
Thank you guys for putting this together, and kudos to the startups, those who pitched, those who could not pitch. Keep grinding, keep building, and keep learning. There's no failure but feedbacks, right? And because you tried today or you didn't end up being a winner or top 3 or whatever, doesn't mean that your startup or your vision is not valid. Competitions like this or pitch competitions like this doesn't really define the success of a startup. We've seen startups who have done well at competitions like this, who have even raised funding, but later on, they couldn't, pass the test of time and they pack up. And there are others who did not even make the cut, who could not even get the opportunity to pitch before judges and all of that. But because they get the foundation right, they still end up being a successful startup in their own right. So my final word to close this from my own end here is keep working on yourself. Never rest on your laurels. Never be complacent, and build solutions that are actually adding value to people's lives. I don't mean this the wrong way, but we've seen some founders who were just building for building's sake. It's a cool thing to do. Let me just build. I just graduated from MIT or from one place. Let me just collaborate with my friend and build something. There's no passion. There's no, what do I call it now? There's no purpose. Don't be one of those, right? And if you're already on that track, do a U-turn, sit down and ask yourself a great question. 2, don't build because you want to raise funds. Is it wrong for me? I think we tell the startups in our hub this every time. It is a wrong reason or motive to get into the startup space. Oh, let me just come and build this startup so that I can raise $2-3 million. If that is your motive, when you eventually raise the money, sometimes you may not even continue with dreams. Some persons will just, exit the company and that is it. Build because you want to solve problems. There are problems in Africa. Africa needs builders. Africa needs people who can provide solutions. We can't depend on our government forever. Look around your environment and build. And even before you build, validate your idea. Ask people. Check around you. Are people ready to, part with their money for that product you want to build? Are people really in need of it right now? Because there is timing as well. Do all of that, and when you eventually get that, market fit that, oh, there's a need for this product, build it and build it with your team, with all your heart. Build it and don't build it because of the money, but build it because of the value. When you build it because of the value, chances are in the long term, you will outlive and survive the other ones who are just there for the money. And so that's just my word to every founder that is here. Keep building, keep validating, keep taking feedback. Never feel you know it all. Never feel you don't need anybody's advice. Even those who are maybe younger in the space, ask people, just talk to random people and see things through their lenses. You may be surprised, how that would impact on your product, and you keep you going. So that's the final word I just want to close out with. Thank you again, once again, Daniel and your team. Thank you, the co-judges, Emeka, SA, and every other person who have been part of this session.
Thank you, Judge Paul. Thank you so much. We appreciate your dedication and hard work and the advice. And I believe all the startups are going to make valuable use of all the advices you are giving. Thank you so much, sir. We appreciate you.
All right, drums roll. Mr. Baker, would you like to share something with us?
Okay, briefly, one of the things I would like to share is I like the fact that a lot of us are beginning to catch up with where the world is going, but I think we should not be too fast. Which invariably, what I'm talking to is the AI ideas. They are good, and AI is becoming the next big thing. But to a very big extent, let's be able to create solutions that AI will enhance rather than solutions that without AI would not launch. That's one of the things I think we should look out for. Then for the other ideas, as much as we want to look for funding to be able to get our startups to run and launch, let's also be flexible to see to it that on the local sphere, because of how much that solution is being used to solve everyday needs and problems around our environment and locality, those problems will even be able to begin to generate a lot of seed funds that would make investors decide, okay, let's make this thing scale up. Such things will be able to help us refine our ideas, refine our scope, and also help us stay longer in the startup environment. So beyond that, every other thing has been fine, and I really enjoyed the uniqueness of the ideas, uniqueness of the value propositions, and I like the energy that came in with everybody's presentation. So basically, that's me saying thank you for the opportunity, and I look forward to doing more with the team.
Impressive, sir. We thank you so much. We appreciate you. Judge Essay, is he still with us? Yeah.
Yes. Congratulations to every one of you. It is not easy to build, right? And the ability for you to think and execute through building already makes you that special 1% of the 1%. It's not easy to build. So I want you all to give yourself a round of applause, for even daring to build. Right? It's not easy to build, right? I would give you simple tips that I know work. The first thing is knowledge, your human capital. You have to know, right? You have to know, whatever idea that you are pursuing, whatever product you're looking to build, you have to build as much knowledge on that particular problem and the solution. Make sure you know it, because knowledge is key. Then the second thing that you need is your social capital. While you are building, you need to make sure that you are surrounding yourself with the right people, because entrepreneurship is a very lonely journey, and it's important that you have the right people. You have a co-founder, you have a team, you have advisors, you have mentors, you belong to startup communities, you belong to an incubator program. Don't do it alone. It is faster when you go along with others that are on that path, right? It also makes the burden light, right? Build your social capital, because I tell you that in this world of startups, building startups and also investment and fundraising, right? That is my boy. Gives you that check faster than we're raising 3,000, we're raising $1 million, so we have almost also traction. I tell you that on this journey, there are people that have actually raised even before they launched the idea, before they started the idea, just based on personal recognition, right? So, build so much value around yourself first, because when you're looking to raise funds, there's something called founder's feet. So an investor could say your product is great, your service is great, but you don't look like the right founder to lead this. And because they feel like you've not done anything awesome before this, they just feel, nah, we can't invest, right? So founder's feet is a very critical part, for your business or your startup. So make sure that you're developing yourself. Make sure that your life is not revolved around your startup. Make sure if you have other skills, you're good with public speaking, volunteering, whatnot, right? Harness other skills that you have so that you're also be doing some amazing things on the other side, so that becomes a winning advantage for you, right? As you actually thrive on this journey, right? And leverage relationship. I'm a big fan of relationships. Right? Leverage the right relationships, and the journey will be easier for you, right? Continue to thrive, continue to build, and definitely there's going to be light at the end of the tunnel. Cheers.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much. Would that be all? That be all right? Thank you so much, Judge S.C. There will be lights at the end of the tunnel. And so much so he has said, build as much knowledge as you can, and also build on your social capital, and also develop yourself, add much value to yourself, and leverage on the social network around you. Don't be a loner. Don't isolate yourself in this journey of, starting up an idea, building up a business, whatever it is. And also he mentioned, take leverages on your social network, volunteering, public speaking, develop as much as you can so you can add value to yourself, and the founder's feet will not be wanting in you. Daniel, do you have any other thing to add?
Absolutely not. I think that today's session has been very interesting. And I'm really glad to see all of the startups that have participated today. So I have the collation of the results here, and I'll just go ahead and read it out. I've simply displayed previously the judging criteria so that we are as transparent as we can be. And then after we do that, if there's still the space, we can take other pitches that we didn't really prepare for. So the judging criteria was based on 5 key metrics. 5 key metrics is so the quality of the pitch, the positive impact your business is making, the potential of your business to scale, and the potential of your business to reach an exit, and the likelihood of your business to go to the finals of this competition. So Asoro Automotive came out with 82 points. Can we have a round of applause for them? Innovation with 62 points.
Awesome.
Earth Trail Safaris with 73 points. Eco Quades with 50 points. FlexTable with 94 points. Limabot AI with 75 points. Vegas AI with 79 points. Wetwork with 85 points. Octopus with 75 points. Geshen with 79 points. Precious Saints with 39 points. And WasteSmart Zambia with 74 points. All right, so this makes FlexTable the winner of this competition. And the second runner-up, the first runner-up is Where to Work
to work. Congratulations, congratulations.
And then several you guys have done so well. Congratulations, everyone. Congratulations. Congratulations, Flexible, for winning this. I'm going to communicate the next step to you, so that you can be represented in the regional competition. Thank you, everyone. So if you still have the time, we still have quoted pay. Are you still here with us? All right. So thank you, everyone. I think this brings I'm glad about everyone who participated. I'll communicate the next step on through the email. And if you are yet, I want to believe that everyone here is already on that group. However, if you are not on the WhatsApp group, I've just shared the link to you on the chat right now. So you can join the WhatsApp group to be part of the community and experience the beauty of community when it comes to startup ecosystem and startup development. Thanks everyone for joining the pitch today. Thank you.
Yeah, one more thing. Someone asked how they can get mentorship, and I redirected that to you, and also in sync with the judges. I'm sure that some of the judges or the judges would rather give audience to mentorship.
Okay. And as I stated earlier, I'm going to create a WhatsApp group for everyone to join so that mentorship is easy and they will have a place to communicate.
You have a
Are you
question?
raising your hand?
I'm raising my hand.
You have a question?
I have like just words to say. So thank you very much for this.
Okay.
Man,
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the judges, and like it's my heart. I don't know how I feel currently, but it's a privilege to take first. I think we had 94 points. When I was hearing the great speeches that people were pitching, I was telling my co-founders, Yasha, I'm like, we may not, because I saw people like Westmart, helping women and some other cool things. I'm like, God, this is solid. Thank you very much. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, George S.A. Jibroma, Paulo Coro. Thank you very much, sir. And Mr. Emeka. Thank you very much. Mr. S.A., I'll be in your DM, please. Your DM.
No problem. No problem. Congratulations. Congratulations.
All right.
Judge, I'll be in your DM as well.
Thank you, Mr. Emeka, for making the time to do this. I know it's a lot on you. Thank you so much. Yeah, on this note, bye-bye, everyone. All right, before we go, we're having a global conference in Silicon Valley in April. And as many as want to join us at Silicon Valley, you can DM me. I can share more information with you. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
All right.